Cafe. Take a sip of nostalgia, let the memories bloom. All these stories in my head are gonna make me go boom. Kick back and relax, turn the volume to the max, bob your head until you're dead. Yeah! Yeah! Kick back and relax, turn the volume to the max, bob your head until you're dead. Yeah!
Minasan, konbanwa. Welcome to the Fall 2025 Awards Part 1.
Sorry, I was letting the applause.
Yeah, there's the applause. You'll notice you don't hear Chris and you don't hear Matt. We normally do a four-way type of vibe, but they weren't available today, and Sean and I won't be available tomorrow. So we're going to split it two ways. Today, you getting me and Sean for the first time in God knows how long.
All season.
For sure, minimum. But just the two of us tonight. And then tomorrow night, you'll get part 2 with Matt and Chris. And they'll give out what we're going to give out. Our awards for the season. And we'll do it all since it's split up. I think we should be able to get it all done in one recording. We'll go ahead and give out our 13 as well. Again, I'm joined by Sean. Sean, how you doing, player?
Man, I'm doing good. Yeah. This was a very interesting fall season. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I don't have nothing worth of honorable mentions. I have one honorable mention. I had over 15 shows, but man,
you gotta throw 2 in there for posterity's sake, bro. Even if you thought they were mid, you throw them in there.
Bro, I only finished 11 shows. Like, I literally did not watch 15 shows this season. Like, I got the, like, I didn't have it on my plate to, like, really, I had too much on my plate, like, between, like, outside activities and life and when fall kicked out, this is what happened with fall. This is like real talk. This is what happened with me in fall. What happened with me in fall was I actually went to Japan. When I went to Japan, that was it. That was it. That was that.
At least excite yourself over there, bro.
Bro, that put me behind a couple weeks coming back. Like, I had to catch up. And then from there, it was just like, going into it, it was like other stuff going on. And then I had a business trip to Colorado. I missed a week then, tried to catch some stuff. It was like, nah, bro, I struggled just to keep up with like 10 shows.
I had EDC and I had fucking Lost Lands. And you know me going out every weekend anyway. So that's why it took me forever to catch up. And I'm still I haven't watched 7 finales. I've up to the penultimates on them, but I haven't seen 7 finales. I haven't finished Gotcha yet, but I got enough where I could rate it. So I feel you. We're in the same boat, bro. We live life. You can't as much as we love anime.
I make a schedule and I stick to my schedule as best as I could. But I don't know. I ain't eat too much. Like, Chris, shout out to him, because that man would take on so many shows, and it's just like, bro, I ain't got it in me.
No way.
All that,
ain't no way. I can't watch 30. I can't watch 30.
That was like pandemic activity. So shout out to Chris. Shout out to Matt for doing all the heavy lifting. Getting us through this season. I did multiple episodes with him. I definitely want to show him some love. I try to chime in with him and Chris tomorrow just to jump in.
Yeah.
Depending on where I'm at, depending on what time they go live, like, I'm gonna be on the road. You might be seeing me in person. I don't know. I gotta see how things go, bro. I'm just moving light speed, bro. But I'm ready to pod. You ready to pod?
Yes, sir. Let's get it on.
Let's do it.
All right. All right. So we're gonna do something a little bit different. This is just the two of us, as Sean and I love to drink, and we like to drink nice, fine alcoholic beverages. So there will be no cakes on part one from us. There will only be drinks, mostly liquor. So let's go ahead and get this started. Sean, what's the nastiest shit you've ever drank, bro?
The nastiest drink, it would be absinthe.
All right, so we're gonna take a shot of absinthe for fucking our biggest disappointment. What is your biggest disappointment, Sean?
All right, man. This season it wasn't really shy, man. I had great hopes for this anime, but it fell short. Animation was on point, character design was fire, but bro, y'all could have kept that. Um, the anime I'm talking about is none other than my status is an assassin,
You are
obviously outclassed.
crazy. That is crazy, dude.
Bro, like
What?
like yeah, bro, like dog, I could have kept that, man. That's like the like
Other
bro, that didn't even make my top 10. I ain't gonna hold you. I can't even hold you, dog. It didn't even make it.
brother, you are wild.
So let down by that show. The only thing good about it was like maybe the opening theme and like this the way they drew the characters. Outside of that, bro, yeah, what's the worst thing I made it through all season, bro? I
You
did.
are. I cannot believe that. I cannot
I
believe
just
that.
not feeling my stats as an assassin, bro. I watched it because it was cool, but it was just like, bro, this I don't know, but it's a 3 out of 5 for me. It's a 3 out of 5.
Brother, that is crazy work. Yo, I don't know how Matt does this, trying to live tweet this shit on our Facebook. This is like it's like I gotta download different I probably will just do that. Just download stuff. Download, and then I gotta find my joint. Mine is a show that I didn't give a rat's ass about when it was all said and done. It was a complete waste of time. Similar to how you felt about Assassin in a different way, which is still crazy to me. But what's it called? For me, it was Disney Wonderland. I didn't give
Mm.
a rat's ass about Disney Wonderland. It just the plot made like there were little stakes really with the plot. Even after the 8 episodes were over, you still don't even truly know like what's the point. Like, what do you get when you graduate the school? I thought we were gonna
Yeah,
see more actual like Disney characters,
right.
and we didn't. We just we got little clips and stuff, which was fine. Like they did use some of the clips from like the movies and shit, but I thought we were gonna get a little bit more of that, maybe like a different version um of what's it called? Just some of that shit like that you would think. So yeah, biggest disappointment. I gave that bitch a 2 3/4, I think, and it only got a 2 3/4 because the animation was actually really solid. Outside of that, so
Ooh.
you know me, I don't really give shit. I don't give shit fucking twos, bro. It's so hard for me to give a two. So that's how mid it was.
I don't fault you for it. I didn't even bother watching it, bro. Like it
You
was
didn't miss anything.
yeah,
You didn't.
the concept sounded cool, but it was like yeah, nobody was talking about it. No one said anything good about it. Like no one, you guys can sell me on the show. And that wasn't it. But yeah, so the let's do this. Next one I want to give a white chocolate martini. Um what
Oh,
was the biggest
chocolate
surprise of
martini.
the season?
White chocolate martini. Biggest surprise. You tell me. You go ahead. You want it? Go ahead.
Oh. Biggest surprise? Oh man.
Yeah, what's your biggest surprise, big dog?
Bro, biggest surprise for me was probably Sounder. I
Ooh,
knew nothing about that show. I literally picked it out of a hat because the animation looked cool. But I did not know it was about Santa Claus. I was like, wait a minute, this is an anime about Santa Claus? What the hell? And
mm,
it was nothing like I expected. Like I love the animation. I could say so much good things about it, but yeah, it was a pleasant surprise. I did not know what I was getting out of that show. And shout out to Amazon Prime Video for giving us the same day similar dub. Um, because Gash Yakuda had assembly dub up until the second curtain. It was gone, which is funny because Toganaki was able to keep his assembly dub. And I honestly, if I could have traded one for the other, I'd trade it. But anyway, Sander was a big surprise. I've never heard of it. But I'm glad that that was my sleeper of the season. Did not see it coming, but I really enjoyed it.
You know something? Bro? We're twinsies. Because I chose Sander too, bro. I chose Sander too, bro. It was yeah, bro. Sander was definitely surprising, bro. Like I thought the same thing. I'm like, this is gonna be stupid. It's gonna be a show about Santa Claus, and then you get the shock from episode 1 where homegirl like literally stabs Sander, and you're like, holy shit, this like 14-year-old girl just stabbed the 14-year-old boy in the middle of the classroom, and then now he turns into fucking Santa Claus. What the fuck? And then as the show continues to progress, bro, just seeing like all the layers involved with like the story and its political nature. I was very surprised by that too, bro. And it was refreshing to see. So yeah, bro. I love Sander, bro. We'll talk more about Sander when we get to our 13, but that definitely was the biggest surprise for me too. All right, let's move on, bro. Let's go to our bet. Let's go with I don't know, man. Let's go. I guess we could start. Well, we want to get to. How do we want to do this, bro? It's so hard doing it the way Matt does it, bro. I'm like, do I want to stick the like? All right, we got surprise, we got surprise, we got disappointment. So now, are we going to go into the genres? I think we should just go into the genres. I would say, right?
I mean, it's up to you. I sent you a list of all the drinks. I sent you a list of all the drinks we could do drinks. I mean, bro, I just had ChatGPT to make that. I did not think of that off the top. I was just like, yo, I turn all these categories into drinks. It turned them into drinks. There we go. If you like it, let's go with it. If you don't, we can keep mixing. Ha, no pun intended. Ha, keep mixing.
Hey, I see what you did there. I see what you did there, dog. All right, let's go. Let's just go ahead and jump into the let's jump into the genres, bro. Let's just jump into the genres. We'll start with the I mean etchy, probably easy. Which would you prefer? Etchy, bro. Etchy. April Spritz, chilled rim. Should be a hot rim if you catch my drift. Hey yo. Hey yo. All right, bro. Give me your etchy of the season, man.
Etchy of the season was this show could have been so etchy, but they don't have nipples. I'm talking about Rama 1/2, man. Like that's the biggest disappointment between the original version and the newer version is they don't have nipples. And every time you griped about it, I was like, yo, Ethan ain't wrong. He's not wrong. It's like not even to really be perverted, but it's just like one of those things where it's like that's kind of like just a weird thing to like not draw. But when you see them not draw it, it really changes the whole tone. And you're like, bro, this is Netflix. So it makes me wonder if this came on Hulu, Prime Video, Crunchyroll, or High Dive, would they have drawn them? If it's Crunchyroll, I think the answer is no. High Dive, I think the answer is absolutely. Yes. But then again, Crunchyroll might surprise you. I just felt like now I don't know. Back in the 80s, that wasn't something mature. It wasn't considered MA, and definitely not in Japanese culture was considered MA. But over here, it's like nah, bro. That's porn. We can't do that. It's mature. We can't. They want it to be PG. Teenagers can watch it. Teenagers wouldn't be able to watch it. So I get why they did that. But anyway, that aside, still a lot of fan service, still a fun watch.
Fair enough. I went with the show where you actually got to see actual nipples and fucking, which was, of course, Tales of Wedding Rings.
How was that this season? I can't wait for you to tell me how that was, because I watched season 1. Only reason I didn't watch season 2 was because I kept forgetting it was out and I didn't make time.
I feel that. Nah, I mean, I'll talk about it when I talk about it. Actually, it made my list, bro. Honest to God, which was interesting enough. So yeah, man, we got fucking, we got multiple tits. a beautiful quality animation for said tits. Yeah, and I'll talk about it more in a little bit. So yeah, we'll go with Tails Wedding Rings. Woohoo! All right, moving on. Let's go with best sci-fi. Best
Okay.
sci
Best.
best sci-fi is gonna be vodka and blue curacao and some lemon.
Hey, that sounds like a pretty good drink. All
Hey
right.
yo.
Best sci-fi for me is Dust Beyond the End of the World. Um, it was a
Okay.
legit good sci-fi series. Like it was straight up the most science fiction show of the season that I saw. It was about androids. It was about a future after a war where AI, it was AI versus androids. The androids won and humans end up curing all, like, bro, they cured AIDS, cancer. They created these nano machines that not only cured, like kept your cells healed in your body, but they allowed you to like be able to like work with machines. The downside to it is people discover they can hack you. And if they hacked you, um, that was your ass. They can make you do debaucherous things because you were hacked against your will. And then people started acting crazy and blaming that shit on being hacked. And so the world went to shit.
Mhm.
I don't want to spoil the plot for those who have not seen it. I take some issue with the way they directed this show, but nonetheless, it was a great sci-fi show. Even if it wasn't the best anime,
Mhm.
it was a great sci-fi. It was a great idea. Great idea.
You said it was Dust Beyond?
Let's be honest.
Dust Beyond. All right, there we go. For me, it's easy. I didn't watch the sci-fi this season, so not applicable.
You didn't watch Dust Beyond?
No, I didn't watch Dust Beyond, dog.
Damn. I
It
thought it
looks
was one you
gorgeous,
watched.
gorgeous, but the
It was
plot.
they did the same thing that my stats and assassin did. They went with the more early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s animation style, and I really appreciated that.
Yeah, man, it's coming back in vogue, which is solid, bro. Ranma
Yeah,
is
I think that's gonna be a theme. I think the retro
yeah,
anime. I think retro anime art styles are coming back. Just don't bring back that. Don't bring back that. Lucky Star is the exception. Don't bring back that super big eyed, crazy, before the Moe era. Don't bring that shit back, please. Don't.
yeah. Okay, moving on to the best music or sports anime, and that drink we're gonna hand out is a Moscow Mule for the Russian
Hey.
judges or the Russian steroids, however you want to look at it. All right, what's your best music or sports anime, Sean?
I technically don't have one, but for the sake of there was so much sports in this anime, I'm gonna give this one to Rama one half as well. It
No.
wasn't technically a sports anime, but then again, martial arts is sports, and Rama
Mhm,
fought everybody in every form of sports, so technically it's a
mhm,
sports anime.
mhm.
So yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Rama.
Yeah, he did. All right. For me, it was easy. I went with the music category this time, and I chose Wand Dance. And I cannot wait to talk more about Wand Dance. But the amount of music in this show, and one of the key selling points of why I loved it, is the fact it's so good from the perspective they licensed so many real life songs, Japanese songs, American hip hop, like what's it called, EDM music at times, like so many different like songs they
I
actually
saw that
literally.
CGI dancing. It
So
was
I'll
like,
talk about, yeah, I'll talk about the CGI too. I'll talk about it.
hold
It ain't
on. I will give you some news. Not to cut you off, but I will give you some news. They did announce they are making a live action one
yeah,
dance series
yeah,
that is set to debut either 26 or 2027.
I
I will
heard
watch that. I will if because if you giving me America's Best Dance Crew vibes with that shit, I will watch that. I'll watch
it
the
is
live action one.
fire, bro. Like the oh my god, Wand Dance's CGI let it down, but everything else about the show was amazing. Literally everyone like online that was like, if you hated, like they're like, yeah, we get why you hate the CGI. It's a disappointment. It let everybody down. You should, if you like the everything else about the show, though, read the manga. Just go to the manga. You'll fucking love it. Like, so
Bro,
that's what a lot of people are like. I can't watch this bullshit, but I will go ahead and
read
watch.
it.
I'll
Man,
read
it's
because everything else about it was fire.
And
So
Madhouse did it. I'm so disappointed they did that CGI. Like that shit's crazy. Like
mhm,
CG will deter me from. It's been so many anime people told me are good that
mhm,
I don't like because of CG. I don't know what it is. I'm just
mhm,
a 2D purist, and I'll be the first to admit I'm a 2D purist. So
mhm. It was just bad, bro. That CG was just it got better as the season progressed, but it just, the faces, the hair looked like wet noodles. The faces, there was never any like emphasis on facials or anything of the sort. But then they would cut between the 2D and the 3D, and the 2D was fucking good. They had really good base animation. And then for the critical part of the show, the fucking dancing, they screwed the pooch, bro, with the fucking CGI. But I'll talk more about it in a little bit. But nonetheless, Wand Dance, Rama one half for best music in sports. Good fucking shit. All right, and we move on. Next on the list, we're gonna go with Supernatural, and that is absinthe, rinse, and vodka. That sounds horrendous.
Right, whoa. Supernatural. That shouldn't make you dead. Should have mind what it just did what? Should have did just Jägermeister and Monster. A Jaeger Monster, bro.
Oh, oh,
Jaeger Monster. That's what we doing for Supernatural. Jaeger Monster.
Jaeger monster. All right,
A
bet.
Jaeger Monster. I'm gonna give this one a sounder.
Okay.
All in all, it was a supernatural anime. I mean, I guess between like the transformations and stuff, it just really felt supernatural. There were no ghosts and stuff. It's just I don't know. It's supernatural. I can't. It's not sci-fi. I was like, okay, this man keeps
Mm-hmm,
transforming. Is it magic? I don't
mm-hmm,
know. It's supernatural though, so I'm giving it to Sando.
mm-hmm. All right, true. Supernatural. Where is that on my list? Supernatural. Here it is. All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, I went with the show that actually had ghosts and spirits and things of that nature, and that was Shabake. The show is literally centered around what's it called? A human who has the ability to like not conjure, but be able to command various spirits. And there's like probably like 6 or 7 spirits, and the whole plot of the show is him trying to solve mysteries about a wayward spirit. He ends up having to kill the spirit toward the end. Like, it was literally about supernatural shit with spirits and communications and things like that. So easy for me, Shabake. And you went Sanda. This is so hard, bro. Trying, you know what? It's so easy for Matt to do this when there's 4 of us because he has the time. And I'm realizing that now, bro. Because when I don't, I'm like, uh,
That's gloating somewhere. Like, yeah.
yeah, y'all know how I feel now.
Man, put that work in.
Brother, Shibake. The fuck, he spelled it wrong. It's supposed to be Shabake, Matt, not Shibake. What the fuck is a Shibake? Jesus, Louises. Okay, here we go. All right, bang, done. Next, post. I've been tagging you in some of these. Some of them I haven't been tagging you in, by the way, on our
Okay,
live.
I'll check my tags and add them. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So what's up next?
What's up next? We're gonna go with comedy. Sake bomb.
Hey,
Giving out a sake bomb, bro. What's the
comedy.
comedy?
What made me laugh this season? Man, there was no standout like comedies this season. Like there was nothing that was just like funny.
Mm-hmm.
I gave this one to Rama because
Mm.
Rama did have a lot of funny moments. Like it was meant to be a comedy, but it's just like the it's just a chuckle here and there. There wasn't nothing that made me bust out gas laughing. But yeah, man, Rama 1/2 best comedy for me.
Yeah, Rama had its moments, and then for me, I thought it was going to be Isekai Quartet, and Isekai Quartet ended up being one of the biggest, like, it was one of the biggest letdowns. Like, it was just not as fun. It was still like, again, it had its moments too, but there was nothing that like stood out as like, oh my god, this is fucking like rolling on the ground, dying, laughing type shit. So that was a little bit of a disappointment when I thought it was like a no brainer. But so I ended up giving it to the show that made me indeed laugh the most, and that was May I Ask for One Final Thing? Just the interactions between Charlotte, the English voice acting, because this is one of the two shows I watched in dub. The English voice acting was fucking hilarious. So many like good moments. I thought the VAs fit the characters and their personalities really well. And I just died with just how funny Scarlet was throughout. The Prince was funny. The Scarlet's brother was hilarious. So yeah, I laughed the most watching May I Ask for One Final Thing. So that's what I went with. One final.
All right.
All right. Yeah, this is so damn. I'm not even looking at you, bro. I haven't looked at you in like so long.
Aw.
I know, dog. Well, I'll look at you a little bit when we get to the 13.
Aw. So sweet.
Actually, fuck. How am I even gonna do that? How does he do that? How does Matt do the 13?
The 13.
Does he live stream our 13? Does he? I was like, does he live post our 13? I don't know. I gotta ask him. I mean, I just live posted 13. We'll see. All right, let's move on. Let's go with the best fantasy. Best fantasy is a red wine sangria. Let's go with
Hey.
red. We're getting a little fancy fantasy with the red wine sangria. What's your best fantasy?
May I ask for one final thing?
Mm.
To me, that was like straight fantasy anime, like magic, a princess who can like female One Punch Man, like she literally could just one punch knock you out. Like just it was a terrific fantasy anime. Terrific. Love Scarlet. She was awesome. Matt, as for one final thing, that was my choice.
Fair enough. Fair enough. For me, I gave it to the show that I still haven't finished, but boy, was it fucking amazing. Gachi Akuda. I gave it to Gachi Akuda, bro. It's a straight fantasy just from the perspective of there's a world that's perfect outside of like you could tell it's Earth, and they just throw their trash down, and it's like all sorts of corrupt and fucked up, and you have all these like trash monsters, and with all the crazy the powers involved with your like treasured items and things. And then we're gonna talk more about Gachi Akuda as we go along, but yeah, dog, for fantasy, I definitely gave it to Gachi. Now I got to download fucking Gachi Akuda picture. This is stressful, dude. You're right. Matt is probably just fucking cackling his ass off wherever he's driving to right now, listening to me.
I thought he gave you all the photos.
I have all the photos, dude. That's why I'm like, I have a Google Drive.
You have to go through them.
I have to go through them, bro.
Ah.
I have to go through them, download them on my computer, and then fucking like load it. Gachi and May I. See, like I said, he's got more time because he already probably has everything like loaded already, like on his computer. I didn't do that. I just was like, oh, I'll just go through. So now I'm having to download and then have to search for it in real time. I should have downloaded the folder, but
yeah, I was say I know he sent the folder. I say download the folder, man. You got the batch.
Yeah, I already started it this way. It's all good. All right, let's move on. We are going with let's go with Mystery Thriller. Mystery Thriller is an extra dry gin martini. It's a sharp, tense, no wasted movement. Damn right, that sounds sharp as shit. What's your best thriller mystery?
Sander.
Sander.
It was so many mystery. Like it started off with a mystery. Like started off with a student who asked Sander, "Hey, I need you to find my girlfriend. She's missing. I don't know what happened to her. If you're Santa, I heard Santa makes kids' wishes come true. My wish is for you to find my girlfriend. Do that." And that was it. That was the first wish, and it started this whole mystery. It unveiled this whole mystery. Then you start learning things about the school, and you started learning things about the world they're in. Then the world building takes place, and then from there it just became a straight out thriller. It's just like it went from mystery to thriller. In that order, like straight up. It was a mystery for like 4 episodes, and then it was a straight thriller for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Where did he put mine? What the fuck? Is it under T? Is it under T? S-T? It is under T. All right, there we go. T. And download. I gave it to 2 Year Eternity. I went with the thriller aspect of it, and 2 Year Eternity this season was nothing but a thriller, bro. Like from the start, you were wondering like what more could they fucking do? And they end up going with the crazy route of all of the knockers and them fucking like taking over like people that wish to die. And you see some of the knockers are fucking just cold and ruthless, and you see Fushi just going batshit throughout the season, like trying to figure out what to do next, what to do next. And yeah,
I
um,
so I
thought it was
definitely
really
hate I
solid.
missed. That's what's up. I hate I missed season 2. But yeah, I'm gonna watch season 2. Season 1 was good. That's the show that it just caught me at the wrong time, and I'm probably 50 episodes behind. But for 2026, I put it on my back burner. I was like, yeah, I think I might need to put some time on this one.
Yeah, no, I was wondering what they were going to do with Eternity realistically, because I thought the end of season 2, I thought it ended well. Like I thought, what more needs to be done? And then season 3 comes, and like I said, all the suicidal shit, the murder that happens, bro. Like multiple episodes, bro, with like pools of blood with people, bro. Like it, it's pretty intense,
Mm,
honestly, pretty intense. So
all right,
it's worth a watch, bro. It's worth the watch for sure.
absolutely.
Is worth the watch for sure. Okay, let's move on. I don't think we have too many more to go. We've done etchy, music, sci-fi, thriller, super, fantasy, comedy. We'll go with adventure next. Spice rum and pineapple. That
Ooh,
sounds
that
I
sounds
would,
good.
I would
Um,
love I would love one of those.
Man, I might have to order one of those. Dust Beyond the End of the World. That was a straight up adventure. That's what the whole anime was about. It was about three unlikely companions going on an adventure. They didn't go too far, but they
Mm.
tried to go on an adventure. But they got sidetracked for the whole season. It's the best way I can describe is they started an adventure, went on a side quest, and next thing you know, you on the penultimate episode, and it's like, yo, we're at the destination now, and it's like, wait, when did that happen? What? Like what? Like yeah, man. It took a hard left. It took a hard left towards the end, but it was all the better for it. But yeah, it was an adventure. So yeah,
Fair
thus
enough.
beyond the end of the world.
Fair enough. For me, I gave it to my status as an assassin exceeds the hero. I mean, it's
Not
a
a bad choice.
it's a isekai, and they're the literal adventure of them trying to go after Graham, and fucking the hero needs to go after the demon lord. They travel the different parts of like this world, from the elf world to like Graham's territory. You see all like the animal type of people as well in Graham's territory, like. And yeah, it really was just like an adventure of them like having to go into like caves, fight the demon monsters, so forth and so on. So I thought it was a pretty decent adventure, so to say.
But could he beat Jinwoo? I'm
No,
just joking. I'm just joking.
hell,
Like,
hell no,
hell no.
hell no, hell the fuck no, he won't. All right, let's see what's next. Best slice of life for fall 2025. That drink is gonna be, where did it go? Strawberry soju. That's good as fuck, bro. I have some in my
Yeah.
fridge.
Hey.
I have some strawberry
Um,
soju in my fridge. I haven't opened yet.
I am choosing Little Miss Vampire Can't Suck Right. It was a cool uh it was a cool anime, man. It was cute.
I
It
can't
was
believe I put y'all on that shit, and then like you and Chris loved it, and I'm like, it's not my thing, but I think it's your thing. Cute girl doing cute shit.
yeah, man, cute girl doing cute things. It was I'll talk more about it later, but it was like as far as being a slice of life, man, I would love to talk to Chris about this because they kept her vampire lore in there, um, but they didn't really do much with it. They
Mm,
just made her a vampire for the sake of having a plot device. But
mm,
other than that, it was a traditional school anime.
mm-hmm,
Beach episode, culture fest,
mm.
some what Sports Fest.
Mhm,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, like maid cafes,
mhm.
uh like just yeah, new friends. One guy opens up, becomes comes out of his shell. She lets her cool down. You meet her mom. I mean, it's
Mhm.
cute stuff, man. That's it. It's just a high school anime, man. It was cute.
Sounds good to me, buddy. I gave it to Chitose's in the Ramune bottle. I think it's up. Obviously, like there's aspects to like the romance portion of it, and it sucks that they had to take that break. Otherwise, it would have ranked high on the fall list. But honestly, dude, like I thought it's a pure slice of life from the aspect of Chitose is trying to solve these girls' problems. He's got the little harm thing going on, but his day-to-day life is just kind of like being with the girls, being like the cool kid in class. He helps out that one dude, I forget his name, and ends up integrating him into the friend circle. And everyone loves him as well once they get him back from being a neat, because he was upset that his like bullshit friends fucked him over with like the crush shit. But I thought, yeah, it was a hell of a slice of life. It's just teenagers kind of going through their high school life, and in the process, like it's coming of age. They're starting to learn things about themselves, about other people, about the situations that they find themselves in. So yeah, Chitose in the Rumine bottle is definitely my slice of life of the season. All right. Next, we are going to go with romance. What drink is romance? Survey says the romance drink is sex on the beach. That probably should have been the etchy, but in any case, we'll go with best romance, sex on the beach. You and I have good discussions, but you didn't watch many romances, I think, this season, bro.
I didn't watch. I didn't like. I think this is one of them seasons. I couldn't really. I didn't choose to stick with any like true romance stories. This is what was torn.
Mm,
Initially, I had selected Matt as for one final thing because um there was romance involved, but there was no real romance. There was like romantic moments there
mm,
was the interest of romance, but there was no real romance.
mhm.
Um Ultimately, I chose Sanda. I chose Sanda. It's not really a romance, but the main overall plot is, like I said, is about a girl who stabs her classmate so he can turn to Santa Claus, so she can make a wish that he finds her girlfriend. That sounds pretty fucking romantic to me.
All right. Fair enough. I gave it to the show that I have a thing at this stage. I think I watched Sasaki and Miyano. I watched and you and I watched Horimiya. Like when romances do like the bright colors that like accentuate like the big moments in the show, like the really cute moments, really like bold moments, things like that
Hmm.
from the show. A Star Brighter Than the Sun did that on multiple occasions, and it was so gorgeous. The story was really nice. In the end, they basically end up together. So we did actually make a couple out of that. So that was pretty solid. It didn't. The two couples, Sai and Koki, I thought were cute. It's just the only thing I guess I can complain about it, which is why it's not winning my couple of the season, is they took so fucking long because they were so like oblivious to each other's feelings. Like you like a girl, well, I like a guy, like, and they didn't realize throughout the entirety of the series, except up until like episode 10, that they liked each other. And this could have been resolved so much sooner. But obviously, then there wouldn't be a real anime, I guess. But I'm all in favor of romances that will give us the relationship early on, and then the rest of the show shows them like growing as a couple, growing pains, cute moments, things like that. I thought it was going to be Yano Kun's Ordinary Days, because they did do that. They gave us the confession and they got together by episode 6, but that show didn't beat out A Star Brighter because A, it wasn't as cute, and B, they didn't do much when it was all said and done with the romance aspects. Like they got together and then there was very little progression throughout. Like it almost felt like they were just like really close friends that like each other than an actual relationship couple, even though they were in relationships. So in the end, I chose to Star Brighter than the Sun. Animation was really good, and the cute moments really stood out throughout. So right, and I think our very last what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Damn it.
Drama.
Did we
Oh
do
yeah,
drama?
category. No, we haven't done drama.
Oh shit. Why didn't we do drama?
I don't
I
know.
was thinking action's last one. All right, let's go with drama. Drama's a Negroni.
Hey, I love a Negroni. Drama for me is gonna be the most theatrical anime of the entire season. It was just like a stage play. Every episode was, may I ask for this one final thing?
Mm,
Um, straight up drama, man. Like it was not a drama in the traditional sense of like there was like melodrama. It was drama in the sense of like this is a drama. Like like Scarlett got drama to deal with. Like
mm,
yeah, political drama, love drama,
mm.
just drama.
Sorry, I was writing my thing on the post since I don't have my two other compatriots to keep the dead air going. Okay, that makes sense though. May I ask for one final thing? Makes sense. I guess yeah, there's always drama involved at various points, and how they handled it was always hilarious, in my opinion. Um, I went with Chitose. Again, we don't have a conclusion as of yet to the current arc, which is such a disappointment. But the drama involved with the stalker and the people from the other school that are doing the stalking, and then the drama, especially with Chitose and what's her name? I forget her name now. Damn it. Damn, I forget her name, and I gotta fucking find. May I ask? Here it is. Boom. Done. There we go. Post. Next. Post. And now I can try and find the fucking name. Survey says the girl I'm talking about, the drama with Nanase. I think the drama between you and Nanase and Chitose is really well done. The sexual chemistry and the drama involved with the fact that they do like each other, but they're so close to being exactly the same person that kind of is a drawback. But there's still a lot of tension there and drama with that. The last episode that I haven't seen yet, but I've seen all over social media, where they're in bed together, like because she has to spend the night, and like literally Nanase wants to fuck, and Chitose is like, if I fuck you now, I'm literally taking advantage of you at your lowest point, and I'm not going to feel good doing that, so I'm not even going to bother. So again, there's drama from that perspective. And yeah, we need to see a conclusion to what happens with the stalker. So for now, yeah, I gave it to Chitose. All right, now we can go on to the very last one that we haven't done, which is the base of, I think, many anime watchers. They always start off with an action of some description, whether it would have been Dragon Ball Z, or it would have been One Piece, or Naruto, or Bleach. Could you call Full Metalist an action anime? Not really. I don't think so.
What, Full Metal Alchemist?
Yeah,
Absolutely an action anime.
action anime. There we go. So we're gonna go with the genesis for many anime watchers as our last category, best action of the season.
Yeah, man, I went very traditional with this one, and I had to do it in honor of the final season. So you probably know what I'm gonna answer. It's full. It's
Mhm.
My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia was meant to be a this was the final season. It was an action anime. I thought it was debaucherous
Mm,
the way they directed this final season. They ought to be
mhm,
ashamed of their damn self.
mm,
I will get to this later. I have my issues with this last season. It
mm,
had its moments.
mm,
Honestly, bro, it was a great action show. It's just
mhm,
the Deku fight way too dragged out.
mhm,
Way too dragged out.
mhm,
Um,
mhm,
but Bakugo saved it. Like
mhm, mhm,
she
mhm,
saved it. He
mhm,
he he freaking saved it. Action wise,
Mhm.
Like yeah, because it was just flashbacks. It wasn't even really action. It was flashbacks and talking until like, you know what I'm saying? Like the season
Mhm.
before this one was really like more with the action. This one was just flashbacks and talking.
Yeah.
Flashbacks and talking. And flashy colors. It was flashbacks, flashy colors and talking.
Yeah.
But I mean, best action though. So shit. I would have
Mm.
gave it to Scarlet because honestly, like that show had way more action. But I just final season, I had to honor my hero out of respect. Out of respect.
Same. I liked it more than you did, but I understand your points with it. But I also gave it to my hero. What's up, a gay man? Hey, queen. Hey, baby. If you're still watching. All right. On that note, we are done with the genres. Let's move on to the specificities of
Wait,
the
we
season.
were twinsies?
We were twinsies for the second time in the show. Bam, 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 bam. No. All right. Let's move on to. Let's start from the top. Let's go with the best OP, a Japanese whiskey highball. Boy, do I love them.
Oh man. All right. I am going to choose hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to choose Wo I Ni I Love You by Wednesday Campania Campanula. If I said Campania. All right, fuck it. From Rama one half. Rama one half OP, man. Like Rama
Oh,
O half OP for
really
second
good.
season. That was
That
my
was,
that was my favorite OP of the season. Wednesday Campelia.
I'm not gonna put the names.
Why
So
I need.
I don't know
I
if
mean,
fucking.
I do it, I do it out of respect of the musician,
Yeah.
but I feel you. I feel you,
There were so many good OPs, bro. Ranma's OP for sure was a really good one.
There
Uh,
were?
there were to me,
Wow.
yeah, there were.
Okay.
Status
Put me
as an
on.
assassin had a decent one that was solid.
Who?
Status as an assassin had a decent one, bro. It's like to me
Oh
when
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah. Hey, that was my runner up. I ain't gonna even hold you. That was
nah
my runner up. I did appreciate
Ranma was my runner up. What else? There's another one I'm forgetting. Uh, I don't remember. I liked my hero one. My hero was solid. My runner up was Ranma, but I gave it to a star brighter than the sun.
Okay.
Um, I thought it when you think of the animation, you think of the tone that it showed, like it's very upbeat, very colorful, and it fits the description of the show, I think, really well. It's kind of catchy, like it's a very slice of life type of thing. So yeah, man. I that's what I went with. I went with a star brighter than. Let me find Ranma. Ranma. There we go. And then a star brighter, star brighter. Select, open, next, post. All right. Awesome. All right. On that note, let's go to ED. ED of the season. It is a vanilla vodka and cream. That sounds tasty. Very sweet.
ED of the season. All right, man. Let me go ahead and load up my pick. All right. I'm going to go with Diary by Soshi Sakiyama. That is the ending theme. Diary is the ending theme of Sanda.
Okay.
It felt
Okay.
off. I felt like this was supposed to be the ending theme for Spy Family, but somehow another anime stole it.
I like Spy Families. I like Spy. I thought there were some decent options as well for the ED. But I ended up giving mine to my status as an assassin. I thought, me, I love anything that's like orchestral type of vibes, and we definitely got that, I think, with that. So,
I can dig it. No,
yeah. So
I was disappointed because usually Spy Family runs away with this award, And this was the first season ever I didn't like either the OP or the ED for Spy Family. It was like, bro,
Edie
y'all
was better
had
than Whoopi.
they used to have these groovy like theme songs. Like they had this marching band rock shit at the beginning, and then the end was like, bro, what that? No, that's not what I want. Don't do that again, Spy Family. Stop. Stop. Don't do that.
I feel you. All right. Continue with music. Let's go with soundtrack. Best soundtrack. Damn, excuse me. I'm sorry.
Man, this soundtrack kill it. Gashi Yakura.
Yeah, bro.
Gashi Yakura, the soundtrack was like
I didn't pick
legit.
it, but yeah, man, it was fire.
Gashi Yakura, that soundtrack was legit. I was like, okay, they that show is like just to glaze it a little bit. That was the best produced anime of the season. Like best produced. Like I'm not saying anything specific. I'm saying that was the best produced show. I felt like the most effort giving the audience what they want or what went to that show. Like they really, so from the soundtrack to a bunch of other things, but definitely the soundtrack, it fit the vibe perfectly.
Yeah, the fights this season with the soundtrack, from the rock music to the hip hop music, like, bro, it was fire. It was fire. That was my runner up.
So what was your choice?
My choice was Wand Dance, bro. They literally licensed real ass music throughout the season, bro. Like, if you're licensing real fucking music, I'm gonna fucking pick you, bro. Like I can appreciate like a good soundtrack that's like made for the show, but to the same degree, the fact that and on top of that, not only do they license the real music, they put the title and the artist down below when the track starts playing, bro. For every single song, they put that shit. And I'm like, wow, you can literally craft an entire like playlist. If you don't want to buy it, you could literally just go onto fucking like whatever you listen to music, a Spotify or Apple Music, type in the name, add that shit. There you go. You're listening to a Wand Dance track. Like, I thought that they must have spent a boatload of money licensing that music, dude. And it's not like 2-3 songs. Like, it's a good like 7 to 10 songs, bro, that they license. So they spent bank on that shit. So that's why I gave it to them. But as I was watching Gacha Kuda trying to binge it, I was like, yeah, this is so close to beating Wand Dance because the soundtrack was fire as fuck. For sure. All right. Now that we're done with that, I think we're done with the back half of this. Disappointment done surprise, OP, ED, soundtrack. All right. And adaptation is always second to last. All right. Let's move on to best. Let's go with best group. Best group or duo. You have a split base martini, a gin and vodka.
Best group or duo?
Best group or duo.
All right, man. Who did I give best group or duo? Gotcha. Best duo for me was Akane and Rama. I was gonna give it to girl Rama and boy Rama. I'm just gonna give it to Rama and girl Rama. It's like best duo. Like technically, that's really who I want to give it to. But they're like the same. They're different people, but same body, different body. I guess I don't know. Same soul. I don't know. But Akane was clutch. Whenever Rama need to be bailed out, she bailed him out. Vice versa. When they come together, they're not gonna lose when they team up. So that's a good duo for me.
Fair enough. I gave it to Class 1A.
1A. I knew you were gonna say Class 1A.
Of course, bro. It's the literal class saved the day. Finally beat the fucking monster that was all for one, and saved Japan and potentially the world. So of course, I am going to pick Class 1A. No fucking brainer for me.
That was almost my choice. I just felt like it was low hanging fruit, so I ain't go for it.
No brainer. I was gonna, my second option probably would have been the Cleaners. I think the Cleaners probably would have been a decent second option, or wouldn't have been a bad choice either, in my opinion. All right, let's move on. Let's go with best Protagonist. Best protagonist of the season.
All right. What drink we have for that?
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to tell you to drink a Black Manhattan. I'm sorry, no, that's an antagonist. Vodka on the rocks is protagonist. That's stiff.
Okay.
That's like that's stiff, boy. Ooh.
Vodka on the rock. Depends on what vodka you have. My favorite protagonist, who I felt was the best protagonist of the season, was Sander. Sander was like the best protagonist, bro. He was like he was a kid in a world where kids have to be kids. He was forced to be an adult while a kid at the same time, and was put in positions. He even was conflated with the idea that if he kisses a girl as a child, will he die? Because deep down, does that make him a pervert, a pedophile? All these questions got asked. Like, he did not know how to handle being an adult and a kid at the same time. And he had to learn not to lose his childhood while coming to grips with growing up, and that's what the whole anime is about. So no, Sander was pretty deep. As far as the main character, he's everything you want in a main character. He does the right thing even when it's hard. He's layered enough to be selfish, and he's just not so eager to be the good guy. But he power friendship. He wants to do right by his friends. He wants to do right as Sansa. And then he's conflicted in those moments where he doesn't want to be Sansa. He just wants to be Sander. So yeah, man, Sander was my that was my protagonist.
Twinsies. For all the reasons you said, bro. I don't even gotta dig further, realistically. Awesome. Download.
That was awesome.
All right. Let's move on. Antagonist, the Black Manhattan. What do you got?
Jabber from Gachiakura. Jabber was like the best villain. Like, cause he wasn't even like evil. He was just on the opposite side and just
he was a psychopath. That nigga was a psychopath, dog.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he wasn't like evil. He wasn't like evil for the sake of I want to do evil. He was just on the other team, crazy as hell, and about that life. He was just like, bro, like, if you were his op, you had to die, bro. Like, and what makes it so awesome is he won his fight.
He did.
He won his fight, bro. Missed a little bit of the hallucinogen. Got it tweaking. Now he tweaking.
Bro, he sounded just like the dudes that I raved with.
That man was so hyped. Like, oh man, he was a great villain, bro. Got the wicks, got the claws, evil smile, evil laugh, having fun. Like, Jabber was awesome. Like, Jabber was by far the most interesting character on this whole show. Like, if Jabber's not on this show, bro, Jabber's not on this show, bro.
I stopped. The last scene I saw is when fucking homegirl Ryu fucking shot him.
Yeah, it's like
that's where I stopped.
Bro, it's shot my boy. Oh, how you gonna shoot my boy? Shot him.
Crazy work.
Yeah, man. Jabber.
Crazy work, bro. You haven't seen To Your Eternity, bro, but I gave it to Mizuha and the Knockers, bro. Crazy, bro. Like I said, like the way like they interact, like it's literally two people. They're literally are all the Knockers now. They have this normal facade, and then when the Knocker takes over that person, like it's just like straight faced, cold blooded, like all sorts of shit, bro. And just like their message is like we're helping people that wanted to die have better lives. And basically, like if that person like commits suicide or like fully gives up their life, then the Knocker takes over, bro, and they get to live again.
Man,
like, and it's so fucked. It's so fucked, but so interesting at the same time.
I bet.
So yeah, man, Mizuha and the Knockers for me is my antagonist of the season, bro.
Initially, I was gonna do All for One, but I already chose him like early in this year.
You've chosen him so many damn times, dog.
Like, bro, he is just like he's one of the greatest we got to put him up there with Frieza. Like, All for One is one of the greatest anime villains of all time. Like, spoiler for those who ain't seen it. Turn it off now. I'm finna give you a big spoiler. Like, when you find out he the only reason old buddy even a villain in the first place. Cause he manipulated his dad to have him, then got into his head, and then gave him the quirk that made him kill the dog and his sister.
Yeah, bro.
That man evil, bro. I was like, oh, bro, that man's sick. That
Yeah.
man evil,
He's
sick.
the devil reincarnated. The
He was a
devil
victim.
reincarnated.
Like,
Dog.
bro, and then when you so I mean, like, really, when you know Deku up here trying to fight, Shigaraki, it's like, bro, he was a victim.
Mm-hmm.
Ishiraki, like, he was a victim, bro. He was a victim. Ishiraki was a victim of All for One.
Mm.
All for One was like evil, bro. It don't get more evil for that. And I'm so excited about Vigilantes coming out in winter because he is a villain. We know how he end up, but we just get to see him just from behind the scenes pulling these strings, man. But I don't know. I wanted to mix it up, so I gave that shit to Jabber though. Jabber cool as fuck.
Nah, bro. No, that's a good choice. No doubt. Good choice, no doubt. I'm trying to find, you know something? I don't have a picture. I'm gonna have to find a picture for this shit. Because I'm changing. No, I'm changing my fight. I'm going with fight next. Best fight. Fireball shot. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. That's fire though. Get it? Fire. I don't even know this fucking character's name, bro. And it was so far back. Is that her? No, that's not her. I don't fucking know, man. Fuck. I wish I knew. Do you? All right. For now, let's go with best fight. Best fight is a fireball shot. Sean, who you got?
I got Jabber versus Zonka. Jabber versus Zonka was like the fight. Like, yeah, even with My Hero, bro. I'm sorry. Jabber versus Zonka was like a dope fight. What made it the dopest fight was the nigga rapping. The nigga rapping while he giving you that work. Oh, man, like how we take anime far into the 21st century, bro. We done seen Goku Vegeta do it all. We done seen flashy Sun Raku. We done seen like One Punch Man. We done seen Ed do this shit, bro. Niggas rapping while they giving you that work, and you tweaking. Yes, absolutely. That was the fight. Man.
You know something, bro? Originally, I had All for One versus Bakugo as the fight. But
Me too. But dog, that literally was what I picked. But then when I started thinking about it, I was just like, I don't know, bro. That was a great. That wasn't even really no fight, bro. Bakugo just gave nigga that work, bro. Bakugo just gave All for One that work, bro. He deserved that work. And honestly, that probably was legit the best fight. But the fight I enjoyed the most.
Yeah.
Ever talking that shit, tap dancing on this nigga while he tweaking.
Bruh. So I changed my pick, bro. Like up until I saw Gachiakuda, I had that as my fight of the season. But I got Reaper versus the Hair Raider, bro. The hand-to-hand combat, bro. The hand-to-hand combat that they animated along with the fucking rock, like metal music, bro, that shit was gas, bro. Major gas. Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Bro, like you didn't like when they were she's like, oh, like I don't need the scissors. She's like, I don't need my hair.
Oh yeah, when she
hands, bro.
That was hard.
Hands. And then they started like doing the kung fu. Like,
I ain't gonna hold you. While I can't
blew my mind. I was
while
like,
I can't say that was the best fight of the whole season, that was the best fight of that whole anime.
Bro, I had to give it to that, dude.
I have to spoil it. It don't get better than that. I'm sorry, Ethan. It won't. You not finished. It doesn't get better than that fight. That fight peaked. After that,
because we had Zonka versus Jabba, and then we had in between them and subsequently after that fight, bro. And
I
she's
watched
like,
all of them.
scissors. And then she's like, to top it all at the end, she's like, all right, I'm tired of this bullshit. Pulls out the Glock.
And shoots. Like,
Shoots the bitch.
bro,
And
her
she's
fight was the best
like, where'd
fight.
you get that? She's like, I'm tired of fighting you. I just want to get this over with so I can protect my people. She's like, but you live. I ain't kill you. I'm not supposed to kill you. They'll be pissed that I even have this Glock on me. But, and then she's like, you're an assassin. She's like, that's a secret. And then fucks off while the fucking bitch is bleeding out.
Yeah, man.
Bruh, I had to give it to that shit, bro. Best fight. I changed, and that was literally as we keep talking about Gachikuta. I'm like, yeah, I got to give it more love, bro. I got to give Gachi more love. So I just put the general Gachikuta pick since we didn't have like whatever that was, but still. All right, dog. I guess we anime twinsies, not necessarily fight twinsies, but we call the same anime.
Yeah,
so there's something there.
It counts.
Yeah, it counts. All right, let's move on to. Let's go with the supports. Let's go with Let's go with supporting girl first. French 7. What the hell is a French 75?
Oh, boy, French 75 was a great drink. You should definitely like Google it. It's basically it's a champagne cocktail with gin
Okay.
and syrup. Like, bro, it's a good bro. You do like, hey, I love some champagne and I love some gin, bro. Hey, Roku French 75 with some French rose with like some French brute. I just put you on, bro. Roku gin with the French brute. Call that bitch the Lupin the Third. I'm just telling you, I just put you on my drink, bro.
I honestly avoid gin because like my dad, that's the only type of alcohol my dad never fucked with. He's like, yo, like I don't know what it was about gin, but when I would drink gin, like I would get violent. And like, he told me a story about like wanting to like he almost fucked up mad people at the bar one night on gin. He was shouting out racist shit against fucking Asians at the same time. Like he was going in. And then the next day he was like, what the fuck happened? And they're like, yo, you had some gin. And they're like, yo, that's not me. So then he literally he's like, I'm never touching gin. But that story, I always remember that story because now I'm like, all right, well, I don't, maybe it's a trait. I don't know. So fucking I don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with gin. I've had gin once and it wasn't bad. I had gin and Arizona iced tea.
No.
Yeah. What's her face? I think he deleted my picture. This motherfucker, I think, deleted my picture for who I needed. What the fuck? I know here it is. Well, I'll just download this one. That's fine. Interesting. Okay. That's fine. All right. While we fill the dead air, how is everybody's nights doing? I see 4 people that are watching right now. Thank you for tuning in to our awards.
Right, my bad. Like,
nah, you good. Something with the dog, I imagine.
Some dogs gonna be dogs. That's what I want you to take away from that right there. All right,
dogs gonna be dogs. All right, bro. Supporting girl. Who's your supporting girl of the season?
Fuyumura from Sanda. She's the girl who asked Sanda to make her to find her girlfriend. She's a complex girl, Fuyumura, because she looks like a boy. She feels like a boy. She's gay as hell. She's tall. She's like 5'9". But Fuyumura which is crazy because the way they depict her in the manga is different from how the anime depicted her. Anyway, nah, bro, she really was clutch from my boy Sandal. Like she was there. Like she threw a bomb to try to kill some kids just so Sandal could get what he needed. Like she was clutch. I like her.
I don't see Fuyumura in the thing. Did you send Matt a Fuyumura pic?
I did. At least I thought I did.
I don't see it. I'm going through this list. I don't see Fuyamura here.
I can send you one.
Yeah, go ahead and send me one because
Sure, bro.
I don't see the pick.
Anyway, tell me yours. Why that pick's on the way?
Ryu Reaper, bro. Ryu Reaper, bro.
That's your girl right there.
Bruh. Best support, bruh. She literally was like, I gotta save my homies. I'm pulling the Glock out. I'm not even supposed to have the Glock. I'm pulling out the Glock. I'm saving my people. Fuck you guys. Killed it. That was it. Best support. She literally is supporting everybody, bro. And not to mention, like, realistically, like with what's his face? Damn, why am I forgetting this guy's name now? From Gachi. Main character, what's his name? Fuck.
That's the problem with Yakuza, Rudo.
Rudo, there we go.
Yeah, bro, it's just like, yeah, bro, you ain't supposed to forget Rudo. Oh my god, Rudo was so annoying with them damn speeches. Anyway, yeah, nah, bro, she was fire. She used to be an assassin. Yeah, she was about that life.
She was about that life. All right, let me see. Let me save. Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. One moment. Un momentito, por favor. We're going into podcast Otaku Cafe 25. Nope, we're not doing that. We're doing fall 25 awards. We're gonna upload a file. We're gonna go to pictures. We're gonna go to recents. We're gonna say that bitch. We're gonna upload that motherfucker. And it's some weird fucking att dot some shit or another. We're gonna refresh the page, so it should be at the top. There it is. And we're gonna download, and there it goes. Awesome. And now we're gonna go with where is it? ATT some shit. And then where's Reaper?
Do you want a picture of her?
Hmm?
Do you want me to give you a picture of her? Because
No.
I didn't. Oh, okay. I didn't know what you're looking at.
You good? What you gave me was good. What you gave me was straight. That works.
Rio? That's what I was saying. Do you want a picture of Rio?
Oh no, I got one. I
Okay.
put one in here. I just downloaded it. It was all. All right, there we go.
Gotcha. I didn't know if you wanted one with the gun, so I was like, all right.
Nah, I just got a regular one. She's nice. And the gun comes later. You know what I mean? So, all right, cool. All right. Moving on. Supporting boy. What's the best supporting boy of the fall season?
The best supporting boy that I have is Otori from Little Miss Vampire Can't Suck Right. Otori was he was definitely best supporting boy. Like he supported the main character. Whenever she got tired, he was there. Whenever she needed blood, he was there. Whenever she forgot something, he was there. Whenever she was hungry, he was there. His whole entire reason for existing in the anime was to take care of her. Ishigami. Like his whole point was him to take care of her.
All right, let me find the picture. Let me find this picture. I assume it's in the O's. O, P, M, N, O, P, 1 Punch Man. Why don't I see this either? Otori.
I sent you some. I sent the picture of her. I know definitely. I mean of him. Otori.
Yeah, Otori. Yeah, it's not. Shit is all sorts of fucked up trying to do this. Yeah, it's not in this bitch. That's weird. He said he uploaded it, but it's not here. Send me that one too. Son of a bitch.
I mean, damn, Matt, what you did? Because I sent them.
Nah, it's just maybe it's something with the cache. Realistically speaking, I think it might be something with the cache.
Got you. That was on the way. What's yours while I'm sending it?
Speedwagon. I mean, Bonchin.
The what?
Bonchin from To Your Eternity.
Oh, I was like, man, Speedwagon.
He's Speedwagon, dog. Motherfucker is Speedwagon, bro. Like literally has the organization, the foundation set up, gets them all like jobs and IDs and shit like that, so they could be registered to this new world when they came back. Like, yeah, man. Literally, they supported supported them being able to like acclimate to the new life. So it works itself out. All right, another ATT some shit. All right, I gotta download this now again for a refresh. Oh man. All right, download. And there we go. Cool. Let me go back here. ATT with this one, and then Bonshin with the other one. Open, next, post. All right. Boom. There we go. All right, cool. All right, let's move on. Hopefully, I have pictures of the rest of these shits now. Survey says the next award we're gonna do. Oh, by the way, supporting boy is a whiskey ginger. I like that.
Oh yeah.
I like that. That's good shit. That's good
Whiskey
shit.
ginger is definitely a drink I definitely go to. Basically, a whiskey ginger ale, like a highball with ginger. Anyway,
Yeah. Best husbando. We're going with best husbando next. Best husbando is gonna be a cinnamon old fashioned. That also sounds very, especially for this holiday season, sounds really delightful.
oh, since we're speaking of the holidays,
Mhm.
yeah. My husbando Santa, not Santa, the adult Santa, Santa, Santa. I sent a picture of that. I know.
Man, I have a picture that is in here, but it's weird because he deleted some of my pictures, and then he has like some of them here, but I just have Santa and I have Santa Claus.
I resent it. Just check the thingy. I sent it.
I have a picture here that I'm gonna use. I have a picture here I'm gonna use. It's fine. All right.
Okay, yeah, I sent the picture. You should have it twice, but it's in your it's the picture to use is in your chat.
I got a sexier one. Honestly, no homo.
Nah, I like this one. Use that one.
God damn it.
Unless you already picked. Let me see what you did, because I done sent the pick that I wanted to pick. And you picked a different one. Pick that Santa.
Fuck. How can I drag and drop this shit over to you? Not having the chat. That's something that pissed me off. By the way, about Meta, about Facebook, they removed the they stopped supporting and they deleted the Messenger app on Apple. So now I have to, if I want to use Messenger, I have to go into the browser on Facebook to use it. So
Bro,
having,
I didn't even know they had one until you told me they took it away. I was like, what?
yeah, I used to keep I had my text message window open on one side, I had the Messenger window open on another, and then that's how, me, I copy and paste shit. That's how I talk to multiple people throughout the day. I used to go through that, bro. So it's like it pissed me off, bro. That fucking it didn't work that way no more. They took it out. All right. All right, there we go. I picked Saku Chitose. Yes, he's the main character, but actually, no, yeah, no, husbando. Never mind, we're good. Yeah, Saku Chitose. Like literally, as I said earlier, like the way that he cares for these girls and the stuff that he puts himself through, putting himself in danger, trying to fight when he don't know how to fight, things like that. Like literally, like Nanase looks at him like, oh my god, like save me, please, you're the only one. She literally says, you're the only one that can save me. And so the way that he does that with her, like it's really fucking like really solid, no doubt. So that's why I chose Chitose. I don't think out of all the characters this season, a if you wanted someone to be reliable, be there for you, help you get out of any predicament, especially also the other thing he did with trying to get the guy stop being a neat, and he brought him back to school, and he related with him with he related with him in terms of like, yeah, I know what it's like to have like your crush kind of like fuck you up, whatever. And then he plays Captain Savaho with him, with his bullshit ass friends, and is like, yo, he runs them off for being pieces of shit. Like he's a real one, bro. Like Sakuchi Tose is a great friend and someone I think he's a quality husbando, no doubt, I think, this season.
Okay.
I posted the picture that I had, Sean. If you check refresh your Facebook, you might see the picture that I chose here.
It's all good. Let's roll to the next one, and I will see it when it crosses.
Very well, good sir. All right, next one we're gonna go.
No, no, no. You are wrong for that. No, Ethan. If you don't put my photo up there, man, you don't get that off of there. You don't, man, bro. You tripping,
What do
bro?
you
You are
mean?
tripping.
What do you mean,
Man, I gave you the photo. Man, you don't get that man, you don't get that mess off of there.
bro? He looking
No.
sprung.
No, I want the official anime illustration. I don't want this Dojinshi shit. No. You tripping.
All right, I'll go back afterwards.
Yeah, this man ain't putting the Dojinshi up here, man. Come on, man.
Hey, bro, I'm just saying. Shit. All right, what's next? I'm about to give up on fucking doing this shit. This shit is annoying as fuck. I don't know how Matt fucking manages to do this all the time. All right, what's next? We went with supporting. Let's go with the let's just go straight into best boys and best girls. Best boy, vodka and elderflower. What is elderflower? Sean, what is elderflower? What is elderflower?
I don't know. I don't know. You already did husbando. Oh, you just did husbando.
Oh, you're right. I should be going waifu. Waifu's next. My bad. You're right. Peach Bellini for waifu. If I did husbando, who's your waifu?
Waifu. All right. Amuro from Dust Beyond the End of the World. Do you need a pic of her? Because I thought I sent one.
You probably did, bro. And this shit is just like all fucked up. No, I've got it. I got it.
I got you. All right.
I got it. I got this one. All right, bet. Who did I pick? Care to go into depth why you chose her?
Cause she was brown skinned and pretty. Got
that's quality, yeah. That is quality.
Yeah, no. You gotta see like all in all, man. The reason why is because spoiler. So damn, this is a huge ass spoiler. If you have not seen Dust, just turn this shit off now. You find out Akira is an android. When he finds out he's an android, he looks at Dusk and it's like, you an android? I'm an android. We're androids. I don't know what my purpose is. He freaks out. He ends up having a fight with one of her sisters. She ends up stabbing him, messes up his core. His core needs to heal. The only way they can get his core to heal is through time. So he's in a coma. While he's in a coma, let me see. Cause I gotta tell you, like, cause I gotta paint the whole like picture.
I mean, Matt and Chris both told me about it, but for the viewers,
okay, all right. Long story short, man. Long story short, Yagure, she ends up going in his brain, and they end up spending the next 7 years getting to know each other. Because they're androids, so they in the cyber inter-brain world. They get to know each other the next 7 years. The entire time, Amuro took care of both of them. Amuro took care of both of these androids, knowing they androids. Like they weren't gonna decompose, man. Giving them sponge baths, feeding them, brushing their hair, changing their clothes, rotating them, decorating the house, cooking, doing all, painting them. She devoted herself to them for 7 whole years. Then he gonna give her the realm. He gonna give her the blue girl. That blue hair girl action when he wake up. Oh yeah, thank you for taking care of me for 7 years, but yeah, I don't want to be with you. I don't like you like that.
Shaking my motherfucking head,
Bruh. Yeah, man, that's waifu right there, bro. Like she was devoted. She crashed out after that, and it was like she crashed out, bro. It was a valid crash out, bro. Matt and Chris gonna hate it because they think it spoiled the series. I think the last two episodes are literally her crashing the fuck out. And it was like, yo, this was a valid crash out. I'm not mad at bro. Like, yeah, she crashed out, but she is still waifu because she crashed out. But
I
I
feel
wouldn't
that.
do it like that.
I feel that. My waifu, bro, I chose Amelia. Amelia, literally, all she wanted to do was cuddle with her man in bed. And Akira was like, hell no, I got more important things to do, even though I like you and we're in a couple, we're a relationship. But what sealed waifu is you want a woman who's gonna be with you no matter what. At the in the season finale, spoiler alert, basically Akira, he finally kills Gran. He gets, after all this fucking time of being on the fence about killing people, he kills Gran, and his exact words were, "I'm scared." He's like, "I was so scared." He's like, "I was shaking right as I was gonna do it, and then I did it, and I felt nothing. I'm scared of what I'm gonna become if I killed someone and I felt nothing doing it." And Amelia comes up from behind him. Her titties are nice and fucking plump. Puts the titties behind this nigga's neck and whispers in his ear, basically like,
Nice
"I
and
don't
plump
care.
is crazy work.
I don't care what you become. I don't care if you become a monster. You know, it doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna be by your side no matter what." The definition of a ride or die, bro, right there. And she's a cute elf girl. On top of that, cute elf girl. So easy for me, Amelia.
I mean, nah, Amelia was is. I mean, I don't know, bro. She fell kind of fast, but I think they all do. But nah,
Yeah.
she was a cute elf girl. I give her
And
that.
she wants
Like,
to support him too. She's like, "Oh, let me," like, she goes over
and
to
she's a princess.
and
Like,
she's a princess,
she's a
and
cute elf
she
princess.
can revive people from the dead. And she's like, "I'm not strong enough." And she goes over to, what's his face? Yoru, not Yoru, Kudo.
Bro, you know, being rich in the isekai is the equivalent to being like magically powerful in an isekai is the equivalent of being rich in the real world, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. But still, she's like, I'm not like, he's going through all this effort to protect me. I want to support him, not just with like, oh, I can raise him from the dead. Like, I want to contribute more. And she starts like learning different language. No, never mind, that's Scarlet. Scarlet was learning different language. But regardless, she starts training now and shit. And to be a warrior, to be able to fight by his side and defend herself, so that way Akira doesn't have to defend her all the time, and he can focus on the real battles at hand. Like, she's even helping him from that perspective as well. So yeah, bro, for sure, Amelia, no doubt for me. All right, now let's go into best boy and best girl. We'll start off with best boy. Who is your best boy of the season?
Sandal. It's cleaning up these awards, bro. Sandal, best boy. Like, I'm pretty locked in at this point. It's like, no, man, Sandal, like, best pro tab, best boy, best husbando. Yeah, man. And I gave you another pick. Like, check your message, bro. I sent you another pick.
I have a best boy,
Since you want to use this glazing freaky pick.
bro. Okay, I've got the character ready, so we good. Oh, I have this pick. I already have this pick downloaded, so we good.
All right.
1 second. I chose Saku Chitose for all the reasons I've continued. Like, for you, it's Sanda. For me, it's Saku, in terms of being like, reliable and all that type of shit, for sure. Being there for you, being, wanting to put himself through hell and high water. Easily, to me, the best boy of the season, no doubt. All right, cool. Now we move on. Best girl. Best girl drink. By the way, I forgot to write these in here. Where? Oh, damn it! I gotta go back to here this way. Where are we at?
What drink? What drink is the best?
Best boy was vodka and elderflower. Best girl is pomegranate martini. Ooh, fancy.
Yeah. No, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. I feel like I got to give you an appropriate pick.
Depends on who you name, because I have pictures, dude. So if I have the picture in here already, because like I said, this shit with the caches is what's fucking it up.
Okay. My best girl is Scarlet.
Twinsies,
Oh, what? Look at that.
twinsies. It's
The reason why
man.
Scarlet, bro, like Scarlet was best girl. I'm sorry, all the other girls from this season, there was some cool girls this season, but um, Scarlet was just like she wasn't there to be just some love interest. She wasn't there to like serve the male gaze. She wasn't there to just prop up the male characters. She wasn't there lost or some damsel in distress. No, Scarlet was the main character. Scarlet had Scarlet had beauty, she had brains, she had brawn. She could kick your ass, she could talk shit. She was a boss bitch. Like Scarlet was just, yeah, bro. She was the best girl. Like, and if you don't think she was best girl, put your best girl in the ring with her and see who's gonna come out alive. Like, you ain't stopping Scarlet, bro. Scarlet is about that life. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, you know who could beat Jinwoo? Scarlet.
Man, yeah. What the way that her plot device works, like
Hell
Scarlet.
yeah.
Like Scarlet is the same reason why people she ain't number One Punch Man, but she's a female One Punch Man. That's it. Like that's Scarlet in a nutshell.
And she's not stupid.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Shout out to Chris. He's probably gonna say Ishigami. I know that was his girl all season. Matt's probably gonna say he's probably gonna say Athie. I already know between those two, that's probably who they gonna pick for best girl. I'll be shocked if they pick someone else, but it's Scarlet for me.
There's an Athie pick in here. And then who'd you say for Chris?
Oh, I said Ishigami from Little Miss Vampire.
Eyes. I don't see that in here.
They both chose Athie.
They
both chose Athie.
There's an Athie pick in here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they both chose Athie. Just spoiling they shit, man. You ain't right.
I'll see tomorrow, I guess.
Nasty work. Oh,
you can call it, I guess. There you go.
That's crazy work, bro. We gonna see.
All right, boy, girl, supporting boy, supporting girl, husbando, waifu, antag, pro tag. All right, we're getting down to the last little bit of it. We're gonna go with best couple next. Who was best couple of the season?
Best couple. Oh man,
that is a blood orange margarita. That sounds fire.
All right, for me, I will say it was they weren't quite a couple, but they were so cute together, and that was Otori and Ishigami from Little Miss Vampire Can't Suck, right?
I have that picture. I gotta download it. Otori Ishigami, Little Miss Vampire. All right. Care to explain?
No, man, they were a good couple. It wasn't like nothing romantic between them, but everybody was like, y'all good for each other. Like y'all cute together because he took care of her. And she considered his needs, and like they did all the stuff that a good couple does. It's just I like the fact that the anime didn't end with like a grand "I love you, we should be together forever." It was just like, nah, man, we friends, but this has the potential to be more than that. But right now, let's just focus on being there for each other. I thought it was really sweet.
Wait, do I have that picture? I thought I had that picture. Let me see. What's I may have to fucking. I thought I saw the picture. I guess I don't have the picture. Thought I did. Amuro. I have the Amuro picture. That's what I see that there. And then Ishigami. I guess it's not in here.
Ishigami Otori.
Send it, please. I don't even have an Ishigami. Like I said before, I don't have an Ishigami picture.
I know I sent that one too. It's probably just named under something different, but
it's the cache, and I don't feel like I'm very bad at I don't clear my cache. So it's probably in there. Either that or maybe Matt fucked up and put it somewhere else. But Let me go back. Waiting for
I
the
mean, I
pic.
sent it.
There it goes. All right, there. Boom. All right. More. Nope. I want to save. More. Click. There we go. Click this. Download. Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. We're almost done though. Thank God. Podcast. Otaku. Fall. Upload file. Photos. Recents. Boom. Upload. Brad. ATT. Another ATT. Refresh. And there we go. All right. Download. Okay. So Otori and Ishigami. All right. ATT number 4. This one and my image. IMG some shit. Which one is it? I can't tell. This one. There we go. Boom. Okay. I chose Amelia and Akira, bro, from My Status as an Assassin.
Okay.
Like I said, bro. What's it called? Like I
They
said,
were a good couple. They were a good couple. I'll say that.
bro, it sealed it when she said, no matter the type of man that you become, if you become a murderer or whoever you become, I'm gonna be there with you. I never want to leave your side. Just ride or die. If you're a ride or die, you're good. You're gonna be couple of the season. You could give it to fucking to what's her face, Sato and fucking Hime, because they actually fuck, and them fucking helps them defeat the fucking monster. But in all seriousness, like I said, just the wholesome nature for them, her bright, upbeat like attitude keeps Akira grounded, and Akira ends up being like really better because of the fact that he met and is part of Emilia's life and vice versa. They complement each other so well. Yeah, easy couple of season for me. Okay, moving on. What's next? Survey says we're gonna get into now the fun parts of the show. We're gonna go with visuals and not animation, like Matt would say. Best visuals.
That's visuals. All right. Let me know you're ready.
For fall 2025. Sean, Ethan. By the way, that's a coconut rum and white cranberry. Also sounds very delicious.
Gotcha.
Sounds delicious as fuck. Go ahead, buddy. What do you got?
Best visuals was Sander.
Okay.
I really love this show. Yeah, man.
No shit, Sherlock.
No, man. It was like, I'm not gonna say it was animation because they were still, but it was the way they blurred with. There were a lot of thin, flat lines, cell shaded. They mixed in a lot of the manga type animation. I mean, drawing panels with the background, so everything felt like surreal. Everything felt like they had these bland color palettes. They had these color palettes that were just like straight, like wood, like brown or blue, and then the characters always popped. Like nothing ever felt out of place. I felt like that has to stand for something. So yeah.
Fair enough. I gave it to A Star Brighter Than the Sun. Like I explained earlier, they did the Horimiya Sasaki Miyano thing with the bright visuals that really encapsulated the scenes quite well when they were really cute or like important. Also, another big thing for me was facials. They did a great job with really focusing on the facials of all the characters whenever they had whatever emotion they were going through, and I thought it was highlighted really well. You know me, I love bright, vibrant like aesthetics in the show. The show is ripe full of vivid color, and bright and exuberant like feelings that are portrayed through the screen, through the visuals. So yeah, no doubt for me. I gave it to A Star Brighter, but there were several good choices I think for visuals. One of the things I could have said, as much as I shitted on the CGI of Wand Dance, which is the animation portion, the actual visuals during the CGI I think were actually pretty decent. Like the way that they express and they talk about music and you would feel this to a degree since you're a musician, Sean. When you hear certain beats, you can close your eyes and you can feel the beat. You can visualize, different imagery from the beat that you're hearing from the music you're listening to, and the
All right.
CGI, they do capture that in between the dancing. And I think that was like, it's a nice touch, honestly. Like she, like, for example, Wanda, she would like see sparks, right? When she hears the music, she sees sparks. And so she's like locking and she's moving to like, and the sparks are popping off like fireworks while she's doing all of her moves and shit and like poses and whatnot. And you see the subwoofer from the speaker, and you see like fucking red or blue like pulsations from the subwoofer as the beat is hitting. And so I thought that was, a good touch. I can't give it because the overall visuals were just meh, but I did want to highlight that as something that really stood out for me in terms of some of the visuals.
Awesome.
All right, cool. After visuals, we get animation. Espresso Martini for the best animation. What do you
Hey,
got?
espresso martini. That's a good drink. All
It
right.
is.
Best animation, Gacha Yakura. And it wasn't even close.
Mm,
It wasn't close at all. Gacha Yakura, animation wise, like there was some good character designs. There were some great character designs this season.
mm,
And there was some great obscure
mm,
things anime that they did differently. I couldn't give this one to Sandal because Gacha Yakura existed. Gacha
mm,
Yakura just is clean. It looks nothing like anything else. It blew me away. Gashi Yakudo. Best anime, yeah, best animation for the season for me.
mm. For me, I gave it to My Status as an Assassin. The 90s
Bro,
aesthetic.
ain't no way. Ain't no way. Like
The 90s
based off of the
aesthetic.
character design, like bro, you
um,
know when touching Gashi Yakudo when it came to like animation, bro. I know you like that 90s shit, bro. Come on, dog. We gotta be
bro,
twinsies.
I can't, bro. Gachiaka's fire, but I gave it to My Status as an Assassin Exceeds the Hero, bro, just because that 90s aesthetic, bro, was fucking was
Because it looks old, so something that you've never seen before versus something retro. And you went for the retro?
I went for the retro, yeah, bro, because of the
Okay.
fact we don't get it. We don't get retro like that, bro. We don't get retro like that. And like lately that it's becoming a thing now where they obviously are doing it, but it just stands out because of the fact that everything else is just, for the most part, 90% of animes are pretty similar when it comes to animation. And the fact that um we are now going back to the retro stuff, and the way that they're doing the retro stuff is really fucking good. Yeah, bro. I gave it to them. That's as an assassin, no doubt.
Okay.
Sand. Oh no, you gave it to Akashi. Where's
I
Akashi?
somehow knew that was gonna be your pick. I somehow knew. I was just like, yeah, but that's gonna be his pick. I like my stats and assassin.
I liked it far more than you did, bro, and you'll see that in the fucking awards that are coming up.
Yeah, I'm not, I can't talk you off that ledge. I wouldn't even try. I'm just, I just got you Yakida, bro. I'm just shocked that you made that, but hey.
Yeah. Group, couple, fight, visuals, animation, protagonist, antagonist, waifu, husbando, supporting girl, boy, girl. And then what are we? I think we're only missing one more award, if I recall correctly. And that is the best adaptation, a whiskey sour. The final award for us this season, sir.
All
The
right.
best adaptation.
Best adaptation for me is Rama One Half. Like I've probably given them this award before, but they adapted this old. They're not just adapting the manga; they're adapting the old anime, like modernizing it,
Mm.
making it look good. They're still on top of it. I still have no complaints about it. So yeah, Rama.
Very good, sir. I gave it to My Hero Academia final season. From what everybody said, the ending in the manga felt a little bit lackluster, and they cleaned that up quite well. Yeah, we didn't get our ships and things like that, but fucking outside of that, they're gonna address that in the OVA. So I can forgive them for that for the most part. But the adaptation of being able to clean up something that was originally not as great and make it stand out even better in the anime is really solid. They apparently, from what I've gotten from people, they've done they did justice to the fights. Yeah, like you can talk about the pacing, like you're going to talk about later, but to the same degree. I think that the animation for the fights was everything that it needed to be. So, yeah, that's why I chose My Hero Academia final season. Again, it's a solid fucking show. It's gonna go up there, and we'll talk about it more as we go along. But it'll go up there as actually, you know what? No, I'll save that comment.
Okay,
I'll save that comment.
I can dig.
All right, cool. All right, and I think we're done with the awards, if I recall correctly. PED soundtrack, adaptation, and etchy music, sci-fi, mystery, thriller, natural. Think we've got the whole group duo, couple, fight, visuals, animation, pro tag, antag, waifu, husbando, supporting girl, boy, girl. Yeah, we're good. We done.
All right.
We done, baby. All right. We're not done with the show, though, ladies and gentlemen, because now the time has come for us to delve into our top anime of the fall season. Sean, you have 11. I have 13. We're going to do it the way that we normally do it, where we will say our honorable mentions in back-to-back order. Any comments you want to make about them afterwards, feel free. And yeah, you only have one to comment, apparently. So go ahead with your number 11.
My number 11 is My Status as an Assassin.
So night.
Yeah, man. Like Ethan is gonna glaze this one up far up his list. To me, it was yeah, it was something to watch. But they could have it was such a fucking letdown, bro. They could have did so much more. That I just felt like this was another case of them not deciding what type of anime they want to be and having to stuff everything in the 12 episodes. I feel like had they given us 2 cores, 24 episodes, maybe things change. But I really just felt like I could not stand Akira for most of the season, and he finally became an assassin at the end of the season. Spoiler: he finally becomes an assassin at the end of the season, and that's when it's just like, dog, you ain't Rurouni Kenshin. Like, it's like, bro, you're not Rurouni Kenshin. Rurouni Kenshin was a teen rebel soldier who joined the war and killed hundreds, if not thousands, of people, like as a teenager, and did that for 15 years. Like his whole he spent when Rurouni Kenshin started, he had already spent like half his life literally killing people. So he got to the point where he was like, bro, I can't kill no more, dog. Like, I just made a vow, bro. I done killed too many people. I'm trying to go to heaven. I'm trying to atone. I can't do this no more. I can respect that. That's the Stampede. Bro, that is not my MO. I'm not built like that. That is not my MO. I'm not a killer, bro. I'm not a killer, but don't push me. He cries when he does that. If Akira kills the king, first episode, first chance he get, the series changes. He keeps learning all this dark magic and all these skills, but he won't apply it. Like, I'm like, bro, you can be an assassin. Like, what's the whole point? Like, how do people know you? And matter of fact, you're a terrible assassin, because how are you famous for being an assassin? Bro, how are you famous for being an assassin? Oh my god, that's the shadow assassin. Bro, how? How people know? You know how they know? Because you ain't killing nobody. Fucking dummy. Is you dumb? Anyway, yeah, man. Nah, bro. Status as an assassin was like, stop playing with me. It's probably like Solo Leveling. Maybe if they get a second season and he is a killer, that shit might be fire. But shout out to him. He got a beautiful elf girl and he got a nice magical cat, bro. Just go live your life and be happy, dog. Don't even worry about going back to Japan, because you can't take your elf girl with you. So you're never going home, bro. So just kill and live your best life.
Okay. I'll glaze it later on. Okay, moving on. For me, number 13, Tales of Wedding Ring season 2. Number 12, One Punch Man season 3. Number 11, Togenanki. I haven't finished all 3 of those yet, the finales, but I don't think anything that they would have done at any of the given points would have pushed them any further. Tales of Wedding Rings, they finally fucked and they defeated the king. The character, obviously, we know what we watch the show for, bro. We know what we watch Tales of Wedding Ring for.
You watch it. We know you watch it for that.
Most of the fans, we know why we watch it, and it lived up to all those expectations with the nudity. So great job. But again, they have sex and it helps. They defeat the hero. Apparently, based off the visual I ended up saving, they end up back on Earth, all the girls. So everyone's living happily ever after. Chris spoiled the shit out of the fucking manga. You want to hear what the fuck he said?
For Wedding Rings?
Yeah, for Wedding Rings.
Shoot.
He said basically they return back to Earth, they all get married, and then like shortly afterwards, all of them get pregnant. And that's the end of the show, and they're just all knocked up.
Okay,
words.
That's what's up.
So he gets the fucking all right. He's contributing to Japan's birth rate for sure. One Punch Man season 3 for my number 12. At the end of the day, like I didn't hate it as much as a lot of the other people in the anime community did because I'm simple-minded. Yes, there are glaringly obvious like lacks of the animation compared to season 1 that everybody has talked about throughout the season. It's so obvious you can't ignore it, but I didn't hate the animation. I just frankly like the action was solid. There was some points that made me laugh. That's why it's in my honorable mentions, but for the most part, I don't really give a shit. I never really gave a shit about One Punch Man because it was like I just want to see fucking Saitama be badass. And we get that apparently in the finale, but where was that at any given point throughout the fucking remainder of the season? Like he makes little cameos here and there, but like the main characters that this show is built on that everyone loves, we barely see them. And yeah, it's cool to give shine to the other heroes and see them fight, but to the same degree, I could have taken it or leaving it realistically. So, and that's a disappointment in and of itself. Not the biggest one for the season for me, but still disappointing nonetheless. Togenanki, I don't have much to it. It's a good action anime. At first it was compared very closely to Gachi Akuda, and then Gachi Akuda blew the fuck out of Togenanki, blew it away. The animation is fine with Togenanki, and the story is okay. Same thing to a degree though. Like I don't really care too much. But still, like it's got its place. I enjoyed it for what it was. So, yeah, pretty much that's it. So with that said, Sean, let's go into the nitty gritty. Number 10.
All right. Number 10 for me is gonna be Little Miss Vampire Can't Suck Right. Sorry, Chris. It comes in at a 10 for me. Yeah, Ishigami's cute. She's adorable. But it's essentially just a school anime doing school stuff, and she's cute. The chibi cute thing is cute, but it does nothing else. It goes nowhere else. It dares to do nothing else but exist. So, I mean, it came in at 10. It was cool. Yeah. So my yeah, I did. So yeah, my score for Little Miss Vampire, my score for Little Miss Vampire was a 7 out of 10. I mean, 3.5. 3.5 out of 5.
What was it for Assassin?
Assassin was a 3 out of 10.
A 3 out of 10.
No, I'm sorry, 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5.
Oh, I'm like, whoa!
I wasn't gonna do that now. That's
I'm gonna fight you when I see you tomorrow. What?
No. That's 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5.
Okay. For the record, Tales of Wedding Rings, 3.25. One Punch Man, 3.25. Togenanki, 3.25. As a matter of fact, I'm putting Togenanki as a flat 3, which makes it number 13 on my list. Matter of fact, there we go. Boom. Putting it at number 13. So Tales of Wedding Rings, 12. One Punch Man, season 3, 11. Anything else you want to say about Mrs. Little Vampire, sir?
No.
Okay, very well. Number 10 for me is Yano-kun's Ordinary Days. The good things about the show, the characters are really endearing. They're really nice and sweet. It's a really nice, simple watch. They did what I love to see in romance anime, where we get the confession early on. The drawback is the fact that, like I said, there's nothing that they really do with the animation. Their relationship, or not the animation, with the relationship, their relationship is such a slow burn. They're still at the stage at the end of the season where holding hands is like really awkward and embarrassing for them. Like, y'all been a couple for 6 episodes and you can't even really hold hands. Like, what is up with that? And then on top of that, to boot, the last couple episodes of the show focuses a lot on Yano and his eye condition. Yano has what was it, hydrochondra or whatever it is, where you have like the different color eyes. And
Oh,
so he's made fun of.
Chromia.
Yeah, hydrochromia. He is made fun of because of that, and because he's so injury prone, like people call it a curse, and he starts to believe in it. So fucking, like, they make a big deal of it. And in the penultimate episode, the mysterious girl, where they go into the backstory, she's the first person to see the eye and was like, "You have a really cool eye. I wouldn't even wear the eye patch if I was you." And then he doesn't wear the eye patch, and then that happens subsequently right after a crazy accident happens where she gets injured. And so that's where the curse like little thing happened, and he puts the eye patch away. So in the finale, fucking, he goes and he bangs his head on a desk, and his girl is looking at him like, "Are you okay? Are you hurt?" Like she's been doing throughout the entire season. His eye patch comes off, and she sees the eye and she's like, "It's a gorgeous eye. Like, your eye is not a curse, it's a blessing. It's so beautiful." And we don't get to see the eye. You hyped up the eye and you don't pay it off. That pissed me off, bro. Pissed me off, because I like, okay, we can see the eye, and if he covers it up again, cool, no problem. But at least we get like a little hint. Is it yellow? Is it red? Is it blue? His regular eye is brown or black, whatever it is, right? Like, give us something, right? And then you can lean into that in season 2. Like, when she wants to say some cute shit, like, you have a red eye, people will say it's an evil eye, but I think it's like the color of a ruby. Rubies are beautiful. I think the eye is beautiful. I think you're beautiful. Whatever your soul, whatever matches your soul, all that shit, right? You can lean into that. But no, they didn't do that shit. So that disappointed the fuck out of me. And I gave this also a 3.25 out of 5. All right. Number 9.
All right. Number 9 for me is going to be Token Naki. Yeah. Bro, say what you will. Say what you will. The only thing that I ain't gonna say the only thing. Whatever number I give this, Gacha Yakuza is only like a half step to a whole step up above it. It's they're closer than people are willing to admit. If you watch both of the shows, I do think Tokanaki is a bit more generic. It doesn't do anything that you haven't seen before, but that doesn't stop it from being an enjoyable show. Main character ends up finding out he's special. He powers up. He has this power that unlocks that makes him better than everybody, but he doesn't know how to control it yet. He goes berserk. People on his team got to bring him back down. He makes friends. That's the power of friendship. Yeah, bro, it's cool. But I enjoyed it. So for me, it's a 3.5 out of 5. Tokanaki. Yeah, 3.5 out of 5.
All right. Number 9 for me is another romance. A Star Brighter Than the Sun. Again, it's a better romance than Yano-kun. The animation is superb. The musical composition is superb. Not superb, but it is better. What are you guys doing? The fuck are you guys doing?
Cats.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Nah,
Shadow,
if they talk back to you, you're gonna be feeling like, what the fuck?
I gotta make sure. Like, I just realized, like, my cat has an annoying habit of pissing in the fucking tub. So now I gotta get up and check to make sure this stupid bitch didn't fucking piss in my tub. But in any case, yeah. So not superb, but the animation is better. The musical composition better. The characters equally as good as Yano-kun in terms of being endearing and sweet and nice. Where the show does the show does it better is just like I said, the cuteness of how everything is done. I think it's cute. The cat did not piss in the tub, so we're good. Um, Everything lended itself quite well with the musical composition and the animation to the scenes. The drawback to this show and why I'm not rating it very high is the fact that, again, the show could have been, I would have loved to see, and we're getting a season 2, by the way, for this show, right, for A Star Brighter Than. And I feel like, okay, like it makes sense because it's going to go into them as a couple, I would imagine. But you could have done the same thing that Yano did and done that sooner. The show could have been like, maybe, I don't know, like 7 or 8 episodes instead of like waiting to the penultimate episode for the confession, right? You could have established it. It was so obvious to the viewer that both of them liked each other. You could have just gotten it out the way, and then we could have gotten more meat in terms of the relationship and how it's going to build and things like that. And so it was just really annoying seeing them like, does he like me? He doesn't like me. And it's just so fucking obvious that they both like each other and they're just too stupid or oblivious to fucking do anything about it. The friends didn't help them either. Although I will say the side characters in the show are better in A Star Brighter Than. They're more influential, more meaningful than in Yano-kun. I thought the girls and the side characters in Yano-kun were really kind of derpy and annoying. I don't think they added much truly to the show. So yeah, A Star Brighter Than, I give it a 3.5 out of 5. Moving on, number 8.
Number 8 for me is gonna be Dust Beyond the End of the World. Dust Beyond the End of the World was at the bottom of my list, but the penultimate and the finale, oh my god, it like
you are the complete opposite of fucking Chris and Matt.
yeah, they hated it, bro. I got to the penultimate and the finale, and I was just like, oh, y'all done saved the show. Y'all saved it. I felt just like them up until I got to the penultimate and the finale, because I was like, oh, this is a hell of a twist. Oh, Crash Out. Oh yeah, bro. I was invested. Like I was like, bro, y'all should have did this from the jump. Like I was so invested when we got to, because I got that drama, I got that anger, I got that. Like it's, bro. I love the last 2 episodes. Like honestly, the last 2 episodes are like 4.5. Like it's like 5, 4.5. It's like, bro, they're up there, but it's like most of the series is like a bunch of threes. Like a bunch of threes, not even no 4s. And then you get to the finale and you blow it out the park. I'm like, bro, you could have been doing this the whole season. So to me, it's still a 3.5 out of 5 in total.
Okay. Okay, solid. Shabake is my number 8. Shabake was surprisingly fun. It was a really fun watch. It's really simple. The show focuses on Ishitaro being sick, but toward the end of the season, the way they explain why he's sick, spoiler alert, he's basically he died, and then with special powers, they brought him back to life and rebirthed him. He was born, died 2 days after birth, and then he came back, and he's still sickly, but the medicine allowed him to fucking live, even though he's still sickly. So the way they explained that was really good. The mystery involved with what they were going on with the spirit, I thought was really, solidly paced. He puts pieces together really well, and the reveals throughout the season match like the pacing and things of that nature. The side characters are really solid. The show takes place in old Japan, like 1800s Japan. So I love seeing shows like that. Seeing, it takes place in Edo as well. So it was solid. Like I said, the side characters are pretty good. Musical composition fits, simple but fits. Animation is simple but not bad. I enjoyed, like I said, the plot is really what sold the show. The penultimate, this is one of the shows I haven't seen the finale yet, but the penultimate episode was everything, where it gives a nice capstone to the mystery and puts everything kind of together, where the finale has to basically go on with his brother, who we get a reveal on, and we learn his circumstances as well during the season, and it's a sad set of circumstances but understandable as well. So yeah, I enjoyed the show pretty good. I give this a 3.75 out of 5. All right, Number 7. Number 7.
Number 7. Oh man. Number 7 for me was Faded Magical Princess.
Mm,
Because most of the show is it's a great storytelling. It's emotional. It's a Chinese anime, right? And I was a little hesitant about that at first, but I didn't even know it was a Chinese anime.
mm,
It was it's a take on the book on the story of Anastasia. It's
mm,
just a magical reinterpretation of Anastasia. Um, and because of that, I was like, okay, this is Anastasia. They even say her name. Her name technically is Anastasia, but because they don't say T's and in Chinese, I guess they call her Athi. They use an N instead of a th. So yeah, Anastasia is a name, but they call it Athi. Um, I don't know. I don't even know how that makes sense, but I just know it's Anastasia. But it looks good. It's the story of a princess who died in a past life. Doesn't necessarily get reincarnated, but her life ends up getting reset. But she ends up incurring all the memories from her past lives. So she knows how bad her life can be should things happen the exact same way. Her mother dies during childbirth, giving birth to her. And because so, her father, who is the emperor, was so in love with their mom, with his wife, with his consort. He was so in love with her that he resented the child because the wife was like, "Yeah, this child is gonna kill me, but I want to give birth to it anyway." They knew beforehand that she would die if she had this child. They were like, "Yeah, due to magical reasons, if you give birth to this child, she will take all your magical energy and you will die." And the emperor's like, "Oh yeah, we're not having this baby. Let's go ahead and let's abort that right now." And she's like, "No, you're not doing that to my child." And he's like, "You'll die. I don't want to be without you." Say, "Yeah, but I'll give the world my daughter. The world needs my daughter, needs our daughter." He's like, "No, I don't want that. I want you." She was like, "Well, I'm doing it anyway." She does it anyway. She dies. So the emperor abandons this child. He's like, "Man, I didn't even want this child. Not the love of my life dead." So he doesn't meet his daughter till she's like 7.
mm,
And she slowly, charmingly wiggles her way into his heart. And she ends up becoming like reminding him of his wife so much. He's like he wants to keep a relationship with her. And most of the anime is about her learning how to harness and control her magic and win over her dad's affection and not recreate the past life that she endured. That she thinks is dreams, but actually are just memories. It's a pretty good show. Pretty good show. It's 7 out of 10 though. Still not an 8, but it's definitely a 3.5 out of 5 for me.
mm, 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 All right. Number 7 for me, Wand Dance. Wand Dance got number 7. Like I said so many times on the show when I was reviewing Wand Dance, the normal animation is good. Some of like the pieces, like I said, like when I was trying to describe the visuals of the CGI itself, like with like the effects and things, I thought was solid. The love story, although not a primary focus, is still cute and definitely has potential there. And then the whole principle of the dancing itself is what the plot surrounds, and the emotions and the feelings and the thought processes around the dancing and the music are all really, really good. The fact that they license so much music, real life, real music from Japan and elsewhere, and give it credits and titles and things, I thought was really well done. I enjoyed that aspect of it. The way that the plot carries itself in terms of the drama surrounding the dance battles, I thought was really, really good. And it keeps you invested, as well as the dynamic of Cabo being a habitual stutterer. He has that issue with speaking, but he like slowly comes out of his shell. He went from having a couple friends that he would just follow around because they're his friends. He stood up against them, and then they were cool with him after the fact, when they were trying to perv on the girl that he ended up falling for. His friends at the dance club all accept him. They know he's a little quirky with his speaking, but they don't care. They treat him like normal. I think that's really well done. I like everything about this show except for the CGI.
Yeah.
I told Matt CGI makes this anime lose one full star. If this honestly, if this show didn't have that awful CGI, it would be in my top 5 easily, and I would have rated it pretty like at least at minimum a 4.5. But the CGI just is a full star taken away from it. I hated it. It looked awful. It did get better as the season progressed, but again, no emphasis on the facial expressions. It literally just looked like somebody just fucking like a teenager is just playing around with animation, stuck the characters there. At first, it was very like robotic, very like stiff, and it gets better as I said throughout the season where it becomes less like that. But again, for me, the facials and the hair looking like floppy fucking noodles instead of it being like free flow, like when they really emphasize on like the best parts of the animation that's not CGI, it is incredible. It's really good animation, but and that's what they should have done for the dancing portion, right? It could have been maybe a little jump cutty too, and that would have been even more acceptable than just the CGI. So the CGI just ruined the show for me. But nonetheless, I give this a 3.75, which means if I took off about almost a star for the CGI alone, it would have been a 4.75. I enjoyed it about it that much, but I can't logically put Wand Dance above my other 6 shows simply because of the fact that they just did everything else that an anime is supposed to do way better, or the way it's supposed to be done versus Wand Dance. They just ruined it with the CGI. So I very much look forward to the live action, seeing that shit. That should be lit as fuck. And maybe they do something about the CGI in season 2. Hopefully they do less of it. Maybe they go back to like the original, like just normal animation. And I think that'll be a good, that'll be even better for the show, I'd say. So, yeah. Number 6.
All right. Number 6 for me is Gachi.
Wow.
Yeah, Gachi. Yeah, Gachi definitely in the middle of the top 5 now. Gachi was like impressive.
It was.
Gachi was it had a lot of it did it's like a yo-yo. Great premiere, then it got dull and was just meh. It was very mid. And then we get the last arc. No, then we get Mao. Not Mao, but what's your girl? Amo. We get Amo. Okay, emotionally, I'm back up. Then after Amo, I'm back down. It's like, okay, y'all introducing all these characters. For y'all to introduce all these characters, bro, y'all gotta find a way. They look cool, but I don't know nothing about them. I don't care nothing about them. They don't have an impact. The main character's not really interesting. Like literally, it's I don't know, man. Nobody's really interesting except your girl and Jabber. The girl with the gun. I can't even remember nobody's name. And it's like, damn, bro, I can't even remember y'all name. Like, my favorite thing about Gacha Yakuza is like they're black characters.
Engine's not bad.
My favorite thing about Gacha Yakuza is they're black characters, and I'm not gonna be shy to say it. People like, oh, you making it about race? I am. Yeah. We got black characters, and I like that. I like the fact that
Receptionist is badass as fuck. Fucking the leader is mysterious, but he seems cool as fuck. He's got a third eye tattoo, fuck that literally moves. That's fucking cool.
So
Gabber is fucking psycho. Yeah, I get it.
I'm waiting for. This should have been they should January. This another course should keep going, but because they're doing this as season 1 and this is not part 1, I'm gonna stop it right here and say I love the character design, I love the soundtrack, I love the production, but story wise is too much of a yo-yo for me. That's why I'm giving it a 3.5 out of 5.
Wow.
Great good show, but it could have been great. 3.5 out of 5.
Interesting. Okay.
Plus everything that's in my top 5, I enjoy way more.
Okay. Okay. You had me your thing makes a lot of sense, and I moved it down 2 places from where I had it. It must have been, you know what it was? When I hear what you're saying makes sense. I think it was what's the word? What's that saying? Recency syndrome, right?
Recency
Recency bias.
bias.
Recency
Yeah.
bias. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like because I this is the last thing that I was binging, and I'm like, yo, and I binged through all the fire parts, so I was super high up. So that makes sense.
Yeah,
All right.
it's like, yeah, I was just so frustrated with Rudo. Damn it, that
Yeah,
shit. Rudo just
Bruto's like very one dimensional,
he
I
just
would
ain't
say.
did like he's angry and
Bruto
he
is
pissed
Bruto's
off.
Bruto's best when his back is against the wall, and if he, I don't, because I haven't seen the rest of the
They
show
didn't
yet.
give him a fight. Literally, old boy just said, "You should come to the sphere with me. You should join me. Or do you have you if you do you have a brain? If you had a brain, you would join me. Join me. Leave this team. They don't care about you. They're your fake friends. You should come with me, and we can get our revenge on the Spherites. I'm going to take these tools, and I'm going to make this. I'm going to make this trash beast fly, so that we can go to the sphere." And it's like, bro, y'all ain't Bleach. Can y'all finish a fucking fight? Like Bleach told y'all how to do it, and y'all just will not do it. Like but hey, but old girl fight was like nasty, bro. Her fight was dope, and then she get a rematch. I can't wait for you to see that. She gets a rematch too. Dope.
Mm,
Like, but that's what I'm saying. Between her and Ruda, that's my ship. I want them to really be a
I do too.
thing.
I do too. I do
That's my
too.
favorite little ship. I really want her and Rudo to like get something, but Rudo don't seem. I
Rudo,
was
but
about to
Rudo,
make a Stranger Things joke about Rudo, but I'm not gonna spoil it.
I think
Yeah,
Rudo still likes old girl that was disappointed in her, right? Just
I
because
think he
of
liked Amo. No, I
no,
think he felt bad for Amo.
you feel bad for Alma. No, I'm talking about old girl from the sphere.
Oh yeah, he did like her. Then she just like threw his toy down. Like I pissed him off. I feel
Yeah,
bad for Amo. Like damn, really feel bad for Amo. Amo didn't deserve that.
she didn't deserve her end. She deserved that ass whooping that Rudo gave. I don't care. I don't care. I was happy as fuck to see Amo get her ass whooped by Rudo, and
It's like
I was
and
angry they made Rudo apologize. I
this
was
show
angry.
had so many dope moments though. It had so many dope moments. It's like it goes from dark to it's just like
The shit was funny.
yeah, it was just like yeah, bro. It was a good show. I mean, I struggled with bumping this up to like a 4 out of 5. I struggled with bumping it, and I'm kind of on the fence. Like a 3.5 don't feel right, but a 4 seems too high. I low key for this show, I wanted to be like, maybe I should be like Ethan. This is a 3.75. I literally thought about like trading my grading system just because
I
I'm
have it.
like,
I'll tell you what. I have it coming up soon, and I have it as a 4. My six through 2 are in the 4s for
okay,
me,
well, we'll see.
and
Yeah, that's me.
I have it as a 4.
Yeah, sorry to be so long winded. Yeah, but that's mine,
No, you
man.
good.
Number 6.
We all get one. We good. Number 6 for me is Spy Family season 3. I You know what? Remember when we were talking about Rent a Girlfriend season 3, and I was like, "This is the best version of Rent a Girlfriend." I gave it a 4. Like this was like the most character development. He wasn't as much of a putz. That's
Mm-hmm.
how I feel about Spy Family this season. Spy Family. This is the best season for me of Spy Family because of all of the battles that happen, like all of the drama that happens. Um, fucking Yor is hilarious this season. The stuff going, I still haven't finished. Like I said, I haven't finished the finale yet. The stuff with Twilight and Yuri finally is not a fucking like worthless character this season. That drama with Wheeler and shit is fire. The bus jacking incident with Anya, like it's funny, but and then obviously Anya's Anya. I'm not a fan of Anya, but this is the best that Anya's ever done. I think definitely since the movie, no doubt. And I think the movie, and when I look at it, I feel like the movie definitely set up Anya to be more influential and have more of these type of moments and set her up to be able to do what she did during the bus jacking incident and how critical that was as well. She's slowly thawing Damien out, and that is moving out. The backstory with Damien and his mother, his psycho mother, I thought was really well. There's so many the what's it called? The backstory with Lloyd and like his childhood, I thought was really, really well done. We got that early in the season. So there were not many bad parts, in my opinion, of Spy Family this season. I can't think of something where I was just like, ugh, fucking Spy Family. What the fuck? Like I used to do in the past. So I thought it was the best season. I gave this season a solid 4 out of 5.
Hey.
I just like my top 5 more.
Okay.
Speaking of top 5, we in the top 5, baby.
The top 5. All right. Going forward for my top 5, I will give you guys scores, but I do need to let you know that within my top 5, there is nothing less than 4s in my top 5. It's 4s and up in my top 5. I'm starting my top 5 off with the final season of My Hero Academia. This was by far not my favorite season of My Hero. I thought last season was better. I thought the season before that was the best one. Honestly, I felt like this was one of the worst seasons of the show. Like, I did not enjoy the final season. I did not. I did not enjoy Shigaraki and Deku like having this mental battle and they trying to just hype it up. I hated him. Even this is a manga issue, not an anime issue. I hated. It was a brilliant idea in the grand scheme of, hey, my body couldn't take it when I got off for one. We just gonna give it to him so it kills him. But you want to save him. He didn't want to kill him. He just kind of wanted. It's like, bro, you end up killing him, but you just didn't want to violently kill him. But it's like I didn't necessarily want Deku to be a monster, or I didn't. It's like. He's like Spider-Man. He has a code. He's like Batman. He has a code. He's like, I'm not gonna kill. That's not who I am. So he was never fighting to kill. He was fighting to defeat. But I feel like with stakes being so high, that was a bit selfish. And so the fact that they gave us like 2-3 episodes for an epilogue, I thought was generous. But that lets you know that the fight dragged on. Bakugo literally saves the whole season by defeating All For One. Like him defeating All For One saved the whole season because there was there was nothing else too interesting. So when he defeats All For One, like that was just Bakugo showing up and bossing up. My favorite part of the season was probably All Might getting this Iron Man on and just going toe to toe, even though he got wrecked. I thought that was brave. But I was really frustrated with the Deku fight. It just dragged on and on. There were really no slugs. Everything was just fake outs and smoke screens and him talking to all the other incarnations of One For All. I mean, One For All. Like I was not a fan of this season. Kind of like some of the other reasons you said, none of the ships took off. But I do like how the last episode showed us what happens when everybody grows up and everybody gets grown. But then they immediately spoil it by saying there's more. I don't want more. We're done. We're done. I don't want I don't want a special. I don't want a movie. I don't want nothing extra. We're done with it. Like, bro, I'm done with My Hero. Let's move on to Vigilantes. Like, can do is you can cross over Vigilantes with more My Hero Academia like main characters, but Vigilantes is a prequel, so I get it. But I'm just happy it's over, bro. I'm not gonna hold you, but it's still a 4 out of 5 because of the emotional weight from the previous. It's kind of weird because Gotcha Yakura was a better anime this season than My Hero was, but I'm taking My Hero into account that it was a finale. The way they closed out everything, I was satisfied with how they closed everything out. I just felt like, bro, Deku ain't got to fight Shigaraki for 8 episodes. Like, bro, 8 episodes was the same fight, bro. You trying to, like, that's, bro. Dragon Ball for Frieza did that shit, and we forgot how many episodes it was. It was epic. This wasn't that, and I feel like they could have tried harder. But that's my rant.
I'll counter some of that when I get to it at some point. But you know what you did solidify in the finale? I gave it a 5. Like when I reviewed it with Chris, but some of your points did make sense, so I bumped it down to not a 5. and that solidifies that for the first time, I think this year, I have no fives in my 13. I
Mm.
didn't give a show a five.
If they had its flaws, but honestly, it was just really Shigaraki versus Deku. Like I was like, bro, y'all, because it was so much of that going on from the previous season. I was like, bro, y'all been dragging this fight. It dragged. It was like, bro, I just want this fight to be over with.
Well, at least it's not what's it called? Goku and Frieza.
Goku and Frieza was one of the most epic anime fights I've ever seen. This wasn't even close.
Bro,
Like,
that's
you know why Bakugo fight was so dope? That shit was one episode.
yeah,
Bakugo went
yeah,
to business. I
yeah,
hated Bakugo for 4
yeah,
seasons. For 3 seasons, I hated Bakugo. I got
yeah.
the last season was like, you know what? I quit. I resigned as president as the fuck Bakugo fan club. I fuck with him now. I
No,
hated who he was as a kid.
I started fucking with Bakugo when they had the tag team against Shigaraki during I think season 5, was it?
This was season 5. Or was this season 8? This
No,
was
this
season
is
5.
season 8. This is season
This
8.
season 8.
Yeah, this is season 8.
Shit. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I hated Bakugo for most of the series, but the last 2 seasons, like, nah, bro. Bakugo really grew up. He's still like Yale and is immature, but at the same time, it wasn't clear distinction. Like I said, had I wrote My Hero Academia, it would have just been Naruto. Bakugo would have pulled a Sasuke, and Deku would have been trying to get him to come back to class. If I wrote it, that's what I would have did. And like, I'm sorry, if I wrote it, that's what the show would have been. It would have been he joined a League of Villains, and he does some Lelouch shit where he, in order to save the world and be the greatest hero, he ends up like being the top villain so he can take down all the villains from the inside. But somewhere along the way, um, One for All takes over his body, gives him some extra quirks and shit, and it's like Deku gotta save him. That's how I would have wrote this shit. But I ain't write this shit. And I don't want to insult the writers who wrote it because I think they did a phenomenal story. I just didn't like how Deku's fight dragged out, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, number 5.
Extra rant over.
You good. Number 5 for me is Gachi Akuda.
That's a good choice. That is a good fucking choice.
Number 5, literally, didn't have it on the show before I started binging it because I needed to catch up. And recency bias, don't give a fuck. I enjoy the shit out of it for all the points that you fucking mentioned, bro. Animation, great. Soundtrack, fire. Character design, solid. The fighting, amazing. I agree with you in terms of Rudo. Like, I enjoy Rudo a little bit more than you do, but I understand your point and makes sense in terms of Rudo just being very one-dimensional and bland. Your point about the black characters makes total fucking sense because in reality, I think they are the best characters in the show. There are other characters like I like Engine. He's pretty straight.
That's cool.
What's his face? Yeah, him. He's pretty fucking solid, like as well. We got the backstory, which I didn't care too much about, but to the same degree, it makes sense. It gives him more of a reason to care. And then you see when he's like, "I'm gonna fight this guy. I'm not gonna win. I'm not gonna lose," and he's just fucking tweaking dicks. He already did. He'd been lost. That was funny. Reaper saved the show for me, and I'm still not done with it. I can't wait to see what else she does. I know from seeing the visuals, she is part of Rudo's final fight with Homeboy, so I'll see what happens there. But yeah, dude, I can't think that Gachi Kuda would have done anything that would have negated its position in the top 5. So that's why I put it in the top 5 despite not finishing it yet. But I think the other 4 shows they just did stuff better. Same thing. I enjoyed them more. So yeah, number 5, Gachi Akuda. One of the good recommendations for the season, no doubt. All these, for the record, 5 through 1. I guess 5. You can't really. I can't say anything about my 1, but 5 through 2 are my biggest recommendations for the season.
Yeah, Gachi Akuda with me is I low key want to tie with My Hero. Like I really got to think about that. I'm gonna actually catch this finale because I was waiting on the dub. And the dub is fantastic. Like I might bump it up to a 4. Like I might bump it to a 4. It won't change his position. My Hero was still
It won't.
my Hero still 8. But at the same time, I kind of want to switch him. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'm done.
I say give it a 4, bro. Give it a 4. I think it deserves a 4. I have it, by the way, like I said, Spy Family is a 4. Gotcha Yakuda's a 4. I didn't take into account the yo-yoing that you had mentioned with Gotcha Yakuta, but that made total sense. And I had it at 3, bro. But again, that was recency bias.
Well, it was the first part one was slow as fuck. That's ultimately I'm judging it not if I judged it, bro. If I judge it purely on episodes 13 through 24, it's a 4. But
no, it's a 4.5.
like
me.
if I'm bro, because if I'm judging it from completely from 12 and up, it's like, yeah, the most interesting thing about the first car I think was Amo's story.
Yeah. And I think that's where it picked up from Amo. Like if you from Amo on, the show's a 4.5. From before Amo, 3.5. That's why it rounds up to a 4. 3.5, 4.5 is 8. Divided by 2, 4. There you go. Okay, cool. That was number 5. Number 4. Sean, number 4.
All right, number 4 for me is may I ask for this one final thing? Man, no bad episodes. There were no bad episodes. Like it's if you it's I would say the most controversial take about this is the fact that there is it's a gag. Like One Punch Man, it's a gag. Scarlet puts on her gloves, boxes you out. She slows time down to box you out. She always my favorite thing about Scarlet, she talks shit.
Yeah.
She talks shit. She was just like,
she backs it up.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, I can't wait to put my hands down the throat of this grubbish bitch." And she'll just like, "Well, damn, tell me how you really feel." And she's like,
the end, bro. The end was like, "Can I knock this fucking prince clear out?" Like, okay.
Yeah, she wants to knock out the prince.
One F word. And Matt told me apparently like she had to get permission from like the higher ups to use that F word. And they're like, it's the last one. I got to do this justice. Let me say fuck.
Yeah, bro. It's. I don't know. It was on point. It was on point. The only thing I like, the Saint arc towards the end was like, bro, I didn't care about nobody else but her. But the other characters around her, they were good supporting characters. I like Julius. Julius like the prince. I thought he was cool. But Scarlet was, I love her. I fucking love her. Like she is in the contention for best girl of the year. Like off of that performance alone. So shout out to her. But yeah, man, that's a 4 out of 5 for me. Coming in at number 4 is Matt. As for this one final thing.
I am with you in terms of best girl of the year. That's all I'll say. In that same boat. Okay, number 4 for me. You know something? If my number 4, we would have been twinsies, except for the fact that the finale of this show was so mid and didn't fit, and it knocked it down a peg because of that finale.
I don't know where she knocked that pink head bitch out, bro. Are you talking about a different show?
I'm talking about a different show.
Okay.
My number 4 is Sanda. I hated the finale, bro. I hated the finale, bro.
Bro, I'm with bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna
Sanda's
hold
finale
you.
knocked it down.
Bro, I need to find some old glasses so I can throw these shits, bro. Bro, cool.
That finale, bro. The show, everything about Sanda, bro, is phenomenal. The protagonist of the season, Fuyamura, and her like exploring her sexuality with Ono, and the principle of that. Like, I enjoyed that so much from that perspective of like, these are, keep in mind, they're 14-year-old adolescents that haven't in the show gone through puberty, and they have like little flashes of it, hence the exploring of the sexuality. She doesn't know if she like, you know, if she even is a boy or a girl, like her self-identification. You know, it really stands out. And that's around the time when, like, I would imagine adolescents start to really feel things and question things. They highlighted that quite well. Tasteful nudity throughout, nothing that was sexual in nature, but stuff that fit and made sense. The fights were badass. The antagonist, the fucking the headmaster.
Principal.
The
Yes.
principal was up there for me as like a contender for antagonist of the season.
Yeah.
Supporting girl,
For
if it
sure.
wasn't for Reaper, I almost gave supporting girl to the fucking the mistress, or not the mistress, the director. The director from Sanda, the old short woman. She was badass. She was cool as fuck, helping Sanda like.
Yeah, but I feel your reasoning. She was barely there though. She was only like 3
And that my
episodes.
complaint was that she was barely there, so I couldn't logically like do that, and I wanted more of her. They made a murderous child a sympathetic figure with what's it called, with Homegirl. I
Oh
love
yeah.
that part. Like
Class
yeah,
10, boy. The
yes,
murderers.
bro, like that. The drama with that shit was fire. Bro, I loved it. And then the finale, fucking Ono is dead because of growing pains. Like, I got the understanding of why that was, but they could have done something a little bit better with Ono, bro. Like her death felt like kind of meh, and then the shit with Fuimura and Sanda, that was nice, but it wasn't befitting of what the show gave us. The first 11 episodes of the show were great, and then the battle's over. The battle's just like, all right, well, I'm gonna retreat because I don't want people to like see me lose or whatever the fuck. And fucking headmaster fucks off, and then he goes away. So he's like, oh, he won't be back for a while. He's going on an extended leave, and like it just it felt weak. The finale felt weak. It wasn't befitting of what the show gave us. It wasn't anything like, it didn't give us any true conclusive like capstone to what the show gave us, and that literally knocked it down for me a quarter star, bro, and a position in my top 3.
I can't fault you for that because it would have been a 5 out of 5 for me had the ending not happened. The ending did cost us some points with me because I'll get to that later when it comes when I get to it. But I do agree with a lot of your points. I will say though, what saved the finale for me was Sanda and Fullmura, them having their moment when he decides to just, you know what,
That was
I
the
don't have
only
to.
part of the finale I liked.
I don't have to be, but the growing pains thing was like, oh shit. No, the only reason I didn't like the finale is because I was like, it didn't feel like a last episode. It felt like, okay, so do we get a new episode next week? Because what the fuck? Like
It
it
wasn't
just
like I said, it was not a conclusive capstone.
yeah, like they didn't close out for like even if the manga's ongoing and this is only half of it, I'm like, well, y'all could have
There's a
closed
better
it.
point somewhere. There's a
Some
better point somewhere, bro.
Nah, I just think how they did the tone. But like I said,
You know
I'll
where they
get
could have
to
ended
this.
it? You know where they could have ended it, bro? They could have ended it with them discovering Ono's dead. Then boom. Leave us on that humongous cliffhanger of Ono dying, and then end the season there, and then season 1 picks up with the aftermath. And then you start off season 2. And you start off season 2 with Fuyamura and Sanda having their moment, and then you move on. Like you said, what's next week's show? Now that they've reunited, they're good. She cried it out. Where do they go from here?
That is a good point, my guy.
So, regardless, though, I love Sanda. One of my surprise of the season, our surprise of the season. I gave it a 4.25 out of 5. 4.25 out of 5. All right. Top 3. What's your number 3?
Top 3. All right, man. My number 3 is Spy Family.
Okay.
For a lot of reasons you said. Lloyd's backstory. I didn't expect it. I got it. Loved it. I always loved Anya, but I felt like Anya was a little bit more not just a comedic like just idiot. She was a kid. The bus jacking incident was hilarious. Anya carried that whole stuff. My favorite part is when she broke down crying when York came here because she's just a girl. Sometimes we forget that no matter the fact that she can read minds, she's still a girl. I love your meeting Damien's mom, and we finding out Damien's mom is all fucking schizo. Crazy work. The bus jacking art, I was ready for that to hurry up and get over with because that was like my least favorite part of the season. But like I said, Anya kind of made it, she made it enjoyable. And then we get the last arc, which is they're trying to preserve the peace. They get into the action with Lloyd. People getting shot, people getting cut, people getting blown up.
This is the shit that we saw in episode 1 of season 1. That I was like, yo, this is fire.
I like how they can go between a comedy and still make you remember, like, oh no, but we this is a spy show. This is spy. This is action. We got spy. And then you still get your twist, like the agent, like knocking, like saving them, saving Lloyd. Like Lloyd gets saved, by his coworker who has a crush on him. And then you're just kind of like making nothing out of nothing, just off of the strength. Like, I don't know, it's such a great season. Such a great season. I really enjoyed it.
It's the best. It's the best season.
I wouldn't say that. I would say last season is definitely my favorite season so far. I would say the first season is good, but last season is my favorite season. But I would say this season, I appreciate what I got. I appreciate what I got, but I felt like something was missing. That the other seasons that I did get from the other seasons, that may be the OP, the ED, and something in the middle, but it was still solid. It was still solid. 4 out of 5 for me.
Yeah. Cool. So same thing. 4. We gave it a 4. I just had it lower, but all good. All right. Number 3 is the show that you just talked about for your number 4. Sean, may I ask for one final thing?
Awesome, man.
No bad episodes, just like you said. The voice I gave this, I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna listen to it in dub. So the first dub show I've seen in a long time that I loved. I loved it. I loved the dub. The dub was everything that I would have expected. The characters fit. The voice casting for the voice actors fit each character. The lines, because again, keep in mind they get the little differences when they do their voice acting versus what the Japanese do. And it's interesting from the perspective of, like, we learned obviously that Crunchyroll is using AI for their animation, for their subtitles. And so seeing this without subtitles and just listening to the voices definitely contributed to how much I love the show. It was my comedy of the season because there was an episode, there was at least one moment every episode where I'm just dying laughing of something that's happening. Scarlett is such a strong femc. She is fucking she's amazing for all the reasons you had said. The story itself, simplistic and fun from that perspective. I want to see more in terms of the romance between the prince and the princess, see where that goes. I want to see what other crazy shit like she's gonna have to like get herself involved with if they bring a season 2. Hopefully they do have a season 2. I found no faults with it. I loved it. I loved the show. It was just so good. So 4.5 out of 5 for me. May I ask for one final thing? Top 2.
All right, man. Top two. Oh, man. All right. My number 2. My number 2 is Rama 1/2. The second season of Rama 1/2. I loved it. Like, this was one of my favorite shows. I look forward to it every time it came out. Pretty fascinating stuff, because this was the part I was telling you guys about that I didn't want to spoil, but I just kind of was so excited for it to happen. We've reached a point where Rama and Girl Rama have 2 different personalities. We've reached a point where Rama is more accepting of his female part. Even on the finale, when he transforms and he's like, and him and Akane having a conversation, she was like, Rama, I like you no matter what form you have. He was like, I guess you can be cute. And then she's just like, you change your back. He's like, nah, I'm cool with this form. Like, I'm cool. Like, Rama will sometimes, and what you'll see in season 2, a lot of the episodes start with Rama transformed. Rama's already a girl. Rama was a girl most of this season. Rama accepts he's a girl. His students, it's kind of weird because they know he's hot, and they was like, yo, transform, bro, because I'm trying to see them titties. And it's kind of like just weird, like, bro, don't objectify me like that. But at the same time, I know where this is going. I know how deep the rabbit hole goes deeper with Rama and him exploiting his female sexuality. When he eventually lands on exploiting his own sexuality, like, I'm a cute girl. Like, one day he has the realization of how hot he is. But at this point, we get introduced to a new fiance, very funny. Rama doing stupid. We get a lot of the male characters come back. Shampoo is up to her dubious ways. Rama, because most of the season starts off with Rama wanting to get rid of the curse, and Shampoo being like, "If you go on a date with me, you kiss me, I'll give you the cure back." And it was a 1 day cure. Didn't even last forever. But Rama eventually accepts, his plight. And we get a lot of new characters along the way. There were so many great fights and episodes that just happened. I feel like part 2 was better than part 1. That's why I so graciously had to give Rama 1/2 second cur a like bro, it was great. I low key want to give it a 4.5 out of 5, but I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. For no nipples, but 4.5. 4.5 out of 5.
It loses points because of no nips.
Yeah, bro. It's in general, it's like all jokes aside, 4.5. Yeah, man. Rama was dope. Like it's a dope series. I think it's a must watch series. But yeah, so 4 out of 5.
I just don't love it like this. I can't get
And
into.
I've been knowing you didn't, and that's the one thing I was just like, bro, you. I appreciate you trying to stick with it, but this was a retro anime that they remade, and I'm enjoying it for the first time all over again. Like I love it, bro, and I hate that you're not that it annoys you so much. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they have the sports episodes. And there'll be some of the best episodes. And I'll be like, yo, Ethan, they're gonna love this shit. And you be like, yo, I hate this fucking episode. And I'm like, how, bro? It's hilarious. They fought, and it was just like, bro, this is what bro, I get it, but it's
I just don't like the most of the characters I hate. Like I like what's it called? I like Rama and Akana's dynamic. I like that dynamic, and that's about the only thing I really like about the show. Like Hyoga, not Hyoga, Ryoga. What the fuck?
Ryoga.
Ryoga. Ryoga's fine. Like he's cool. Shampoo annoys me. She's hot, but annoys me. The fucking I hated the fucking the pervert grandpa. I loathe the worst character on that fucking show. The worst.
Bro, they toned him down. That's all I want you. I want you to know they toned him down.
And he's still the worst character on the show. Their fathers, I don't mind their fathers, even though fucking Ranma's father is a piece of shit. My favorite fucking part
That's
of the
what
show
makes it funny, bro.
Ranma's father's a piece of shit, and my favorite character this season on the show was fucking the new girl that does the okonomiyaki.
Okonomiyaki.
She was my favorite. She was my favorite character this season. So that was what it was. I didn't put it on my list, but
it didn't even make your honorable mentions, which is crazy.
Nah, man.
But yeah, you like Yukio. That's the Okonomiyaki girl.
Yeah.
Nah, Yukio. I need Kodachi to come back because I really like Kodachi. She's annoying, but she is so cool. Yeah, I love Shampoo. Like Kuno is crazy. Moose is fucking insane. Oh man, like there's so many good characters I like. There's so many good characters I like.
A better character than fucking the other guy that loves fucking
pink haired girl, and the kind of no, because Moose like is like Moose is funny. Like Moose is funny. Like, but they're all like
have her. I don't want her. Have her. I won't run my. And then now fucking what's it called? Moose or not Moose? Shampoo feels bad for Moose, and so we made how we go along. That wasn't bad. You know what? Your points. I had it as a flat 3. I'll bump it up to a 3.25 now.
But I do feel you on Haposai. Haposai, man, that man just like he's so annoying. That is like one of those tropes that's like it's a classic early 90s, late 80s trope, which was the pervert stealing panties. Like Inuyasha did it. Same author though. So I think that was just something that this author
Dragon Ball
wanted us to.
Dragon Ball Orochi is the best version of that trope.
Well, my favorite thing about Rama in general is it was created by a woman. It's like yeah, it's like it's created by a woman. That's my favorite thing about Rama. It's a woman created it and provides a bunch of good characters for a good show. And just the feelings between Akane and Rama, they evolve. Rama's in denial, and Akane is a tsundere. She's one of the original tsundere. She deserves more respect.
Yeah, I feel that. I just wish Rama had more of like a linear story. Like I understand that's not the purpose of Rama.
Yeah. That's the one thing about it that
Like,
there is no linear story. He will never go back to the pond and get cured. That it's like Gilligan's Island.
that's fine, bro. But give me a villain. Give me a villain that they have to like a constant like villain, right? Like, you know, that they have to go after, and then like all these other characters, like, yeah, this is their day to day as they grow and shit. But then like give me something where they all have to like band together and face the villain.
Nah, villain Power Rangers villain of the week, bro. X-Files, you're getting the villain of the week, monster of the week. That's what you get.
All the villains are weak. All the villains are weak.
I mean, Rama's just strong. The strongest person against Rama is literally is like Ryoga. Ryoga is literally the one person who can lay hands on Rama. If you ain't noticed, nobody else can put hands on him besides Sakane and Ryoga. But Rama, he still ain't called Ryoga out. Like, bro, I know your secret. I still haven't told her you P-chan. But whatever. I don't know. I love this show, and the fact that every intro is different. Like Rama, like what Rama Sao told me from the Anything Goes School of Martial Arts is engaged to they redo it beginning of every episode, and I think that's really dope.
I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a big fan of that. All right. Number 2 is the show you had at number 11. My status as an assassin exceeds the hero. Listen, the only thing I hated about the show was the constant like, yeah, wah, wah, wah. The only thing I hated about this show was the constant like, the only thing I hated about this show is the fucking like him like being what's it called, conflicted over killing people. Like that shit drug for way too long. It was like, okay, I understand. Like at first I was like, I understood it when he let go of the demon, and like the fact that he put himself into deeper shit and almost died because fucking Amelia was like taken over by the other demon that they could have gotten away from. And that should have been like a trigger to be like, I put everybody in danger by not killing this motherfucker and us getting the fuck out. That should have been it. The fact that he was so conflicted over Graham, who he knows is such the biggest piece of shit in the world thus far. And he's like, I don't know if I should kill him. And he's still going on about it. And he's having conversations with everybody about it. And he still hasn't made up his mind. I'm like, that shit pissed me off, bro. That shit was so fucking annoying. And that's why it didn't get a 5 stars from me. But outside, it knocked off a fair chunk of points for me. But outside of that, everything else I loved about the show. The dynamic with him and Amelia, great, beautiful, cute. The ride or die thing that I kept mentioning over and over again, that matters. And I think that's really cool. The fact that he gains respect from his class. He's no longer like the weird silent kid, like the school shooter type that they were thinking of him. Like oh no, like this motherfucker is like for real. He's gonna be the key to us getting back home. I thought that was cool. The popular kid in the class who's the hero, I'm glad that he's not a piece of shit. Like normally the popular kids, not only is he lesser than Akira, but he would normally in like most animes be a piece of shit like as well, like scoffing at him like, I don't need Akira, I'm better than Akira. And then Akira goes and fucking humbles him in front of everybody. That would have been nice to see to a degree, but I don't mind the fact that the hero's not a bad person. Saren is and I should have put fucking Saren as another option for best supporting boy if it wasn't for Chitose. Saren is everything to Akira and provides great support.
I mean, but he did die in like the first 3 episodes.
Yeah, but it still gave him. He still helped him grow, and with him coming back in that like video message,
I
that like
forgot y'all take supporting way too literal.
yeah, we
Y'all
take
don't take it as who supported the main character as far as carrying the story along. Y'all do it as, oh, you helped.
yeah, like it's literally like you are a backbone to why Akira is so strong. So Saren is solid. Yoru is a fucking great familiar, one of the better familiars we've seen in a long time. So that's cool. And then just like I said, the animation itself, the 90s animation really stands out, was really solid. The fighting and his powers, the fact that Akira is so OP, but still like has opportunities where he's like vulnerable or he's not as OP as we think he is, despite him being super OP. I think that's well done. The best part about this show, remember, it's an isekai. I asked Chris this when the episode happened and we did the review, and I'm asking you the same question. Can you think of an isekai that literally goes and shows you the ramifications of the isekai happening? Because in episode 10 they do that. Akira's like, I want to go home, I wonder how everybody at home is doing, and they go to what it's happening on Earth. It's been 1 month since the disappearance. We still don't have any ideas, no clue about what's happening. It's a humongous news story. The family is being very hopeful and being optimistic, and like wondering like, oh, where did you go? I hope you're doing okay. He's probably fine. The sister's bitching like, I used to be able to split the cooking, now I gotta cook every day. I miss my brother, I want my family back. When she, and they carry that over with the backstory. Can you think of another isekai that goes to that depth of the ramifications of the isekai?
I mean, ramifications of it.
Yes, when the isekai happens, like what are like what's the fallout from the isekai happening?
Um, like I think they all do to a degree. I
They
think they all do to a degree. Like Shield Hero, Ray Zero, Mashoko Tensei.
we don't
Um,
see what happens on Earth after they're gone. They're just all right, they're gone.
oh, so
Kaz-
you want specifically Isekai where you get to see what happens when
yes.
someone goes back home. Even
No,
on
not
here
when
they did.
not when they go back home. What happens to the home after they're isekai? Like, are they remembered? Does anybody care they're gone? Like, is it just like, oh, it never happened? Like, shit like that. Like, you never wonder, like, fucking with Subaru, Kazuma, like, those folks, like, they're teenagers and they fucking are just now gone, just completely gone, without a trace. Did their parents not give a fuck? Like, their friends, family, like, nobody cared? Like, we know what happened with fucking what's his face with in Mashoko Tensei with Rudy. Like, he got hit by a bus or some shit and he's dead. Like, okay, and he got reincarnated in a new world. It's
Well, most of these characters in Isekai, they're dead. I mean that's what makes them Isekais because they're dead, not necessarily they get transported.
I don't. That's more reincarnation though than isekai. Isekai is like you do get transported. Isekai is another world. Literally, the definition, the word in Japanese,
I mean,
isekai.
Sword Art Online,
They
like
return back home though. That's fine. If they return back home, like that's cool. That makes sense. But to show the actual, like, oh, it's been a month. Like I said, it's been a month since they disappeared. Everybody's wondering. Like, people notice. People are investigating. People care. Like, no other isekai shows what happens after the isekai happens.
I felt like this one didn't really do that either. Like okay,
It did.
his mom is there, but it's just like, bro, it was
His
no
stepmom
emotional
and his
stakes.
sister are like,
Bro, there were no emotional stakes. They just acknowledged that he does have a life outside of this should he choose to go back. And I think it's just recency bias. I feel like there are other isekai that have done this before, but this one is just
Chris
something
couldn't
that
come up with one. Chris couldn't come, and he watches everything under the fucking sun, and he couldn't come up with one isekai where they actually show the ramifications of the isekai happening. And I think that's a major kudos. That's a major plus to the show that they gave that level of depth to the story, that to the plot. That, oh yeah, like the ultimate goal is to return home. It's not just accepting I'm in this world, I'm gonna be here. Kazuma accepts it. fucking what's his face? Rudy obviously accepts it because he had such a shitty life. What's his face? Subaru, he accepts it. And he just gets himself. These isekais for the most part, they get acclimated, right? Like Naofumi doesn't think much about the other world anymore. It's not discussed. They're not wondering like, oh, these fucking Japanese kids just fucking disappeared out of nowhere. Where the fuck are they? Are they okay? Like that's not. Everybody acclimates to the world. Akira acclimates to the world, but the plot point in particular is they need to go back home. I'm going to keep myself alive. I'm going to do everything I can to keep my classmates alive. That's why I stopped a fucking war from happening, so they don't just throw the isekai kids into war and they're not battle characters, not battle ready, and they all die. So yeah, I can return home and half of the class returns home, and then we got to tell where's the other half? They're all dead because of the isekai like thing, and you probably can't even explain like, yeah, we got transported to another world. That's probably not a thing. They're just gonna pop up and then that's it, and that's fine. But even so, like just that detail, I think, really made this stand out as a different isekai compared to other isekai that I've seen. So I gave that points as well. Yeah, man, like I enjoyed it, and like I said, just the principle of him, like he finally does the deed, he finally kills him, and he's like, all right, like they set up like what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? They like a foreshadow. They're foreshadowing Akira become like he's got shadow powers, the dark powers, they're OP. Like I think and I don't know this because I haven't watched I haven't read the manga, but I think they're foreshadowing his dark powers, like what's it called? Like eating him up, overcoming him, and he's gonna have to turn into the monster, and then it's gonna be everybody against Akira, trying to bring Akira back to reality, get him to control his powers. And when he does control his powers eventually, once they bring him out of that, then that's when he becomes like final boss level, like OP as fuck. And I look forward to that. Like that's an aspect of it, like we can go from there. So the only, like I said, the only thing I hated was just the dragging out of the fact that he didn't fucking, I can't kill, I don't want to kill, I don't want to kill. And that knocked off a half star for me, but I gave this a 4.5.
Okay. 4.5. All right. Let me cop that up. Hey.
All right. Last one. The number one show for fall 2025. What do you got?
All right. My number one show for fall 2025 is Sanda. That was no surprise. It won like all my awards.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Sanda, even with that lackluster finale, man, Sanda, there was no anime like it. This was my best recommendation. This is my number one recommendation. If I'm gonna tell you to watch any anime that I think is worth fucking watching, it's gonna be Sanda. I love the animation. It looks different. It has a different style, has a different texture. It's about Santa Claus, and then they wrapped up the week of Christmas. Chef's kiss. Bro, Sanda is about a kid who named Sanda who has the power to turn into Santa Claus because he's descendant of Santa Claus when he wears red. And the whole anime is about growing up. It's about adolescence. It's about being mature. It's about what it means to be mature, what it means to be a child, what it means to have people who care for you, what it means to have friends. Like it's just so good. Like Santa gets shot. Santa gets shot, he fights, and it also is this other side where the adults don't want to grow up. Like being an adult's a bad thing. Like they want forever youth. The main antagonist, he wants to be forever young, but his hands, one of the side characters we get introduced to from class 10, her mom literally gets plastic surgery after plastic surgery for her depression because she's getting older and she doesn't want her daughter to see her become old, so she kills herself. It's like it just deals with the obsession of youth and not wanting to get old, and especially in a time where Japan has a decline in birth rate, and they have such an elderly population. They imagine a world where things got so bad now that children are valued because there are not that many children. So children run society. I think it just reimagines, and if you really let Santa be as deep as it is, it's gonna make you ask all these questions that you're not normally asking. Um, but it took me to my childhood. It walked me through my adulthood, and I felt for every character, especially the characters who were conflated with love. Like it's a lot of contradictions there. Um what was it? Oh no, she dies, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the issue is she was feeling like a pervert. She was feeling like a pedophile. She was in love with this girl she used to look up to that was kind of androgynous, looked like a boy a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but now she's Ono's tall, voluptuous. She's an adult. And she's like, damn, I like you, even though this kind of feels wrong because I'm an
And
adult.
she's like
I'm
asking her to
grown.
get naked. She's like, "Oh, like I feel like I'm taking advantage of you."
Yeah, I told you to get. And she was like, and then things get awkward. And that awkwardness it makes you think about the things that children are forced to endure that we as adults, if you just woke up as an adult and you had to deal with in a week everything that you dealt with between middle school and high school, bro, it's like puberty ain't for the weak. Like puberty throws so much at children, and these children don't really have any guidance. But Sander has the privilege of being able to transform and being able to think about things with a fully developed brain. And then he gets to go back to his childhood, get a fully developed brain. It really makes you think. This show has so many intellectual layers and emotional layers. Um, I won't let anybody convince me I'm making it deeper than what it is. I think Sander is one of the most emotionally intelligent anime that I have seen in a while. It most certainly, because it earned the number one spot, Sander has officially cracked my 2025 top 10. It is somewhere on my top 10 list of the whole year based on how good it was. Yeah, you have to tune into the year finale to find out where it lands. But man, Sander is a 4.5 out of 5. If they stick the landing for the finale, this is a whole 5. I loved this show. I
If they
hands
had
down,
stuck the
hands
landing,
down. There was no show even close to this that I love that much.
if they had
So,
stuck the landing, I probably would have given it like my number 2 spot, and I would have given it like probably like a 4.75 out of 5.
but yeah, definitely a 4 out of 5 for me. 4.5 out of 5. Like that's a 9 out of 10 for you slow people.
I gave Sanda an 8. I gave Sanda, May I Ask, and Status all 8 out of 10s on Mal. And then I think I gave my number 1, no surprise, My Hero Academia final season, number 1 show for me for the fall season. I understand your points that you made earlier, Sean. It makes sense to me. I think when it boils down to it, like what did bring it down was the dragging out with Deku and Shigaraki. I agree with you 100% that fucking Bakugo versus All for One saved the show. And I appreciate it. Like I said, Class 1A. Like they all came together. Deku's on his last like embers, and together as a unified front, they saved Japan, saved the world from All for One. I thought it was really solid. It does lose points as well because none of the ships were really confirmed, but I appreciated the backstory with the epilogue. I thought that was really well done. Seeing how they grew up and seeing like where they're at was really good. And I think it's still one of the better seasons for me. It's not the best season, I would agree. Probably last season and the season before that, I would also agree were better seasons and probably the best of the show. But just thinking about the way that My Hero did everything throughout the season, I enjoyed every episode. I didn't want this to end as much as I also did want it to end. It's a very weird idea, but yeah, man. I just thought My Hero Academia final season was a great capstone to a great franchise. That comment I was going to make earlier that I said I was going to make, in reality, for our generation, like, or the newer generation, this is going to go down like the Bleach Naruto path in terms of like being like a top tier shonen that everybody has to watch. And I think that it deserves that moniker to where like when you think of shonen anime, yeah, you think of like Naruto and Bleach and One Piece, and now with the newer generation, when you think of shonen anime, you're gonna think of My Hero Academia in that realm as well. And I think it does deserve that piece as well. I'm trying to think of anything else that I can really highlight about about the good pieces of the good elements of the show. You had mentioned about All Might be going into Batman mode. That was great, and I thought it was a really the finale. I think was a great capstone from the perspective of the everything came full circle. Deku became the quirkless like teacher, and he got to pass on the same feelings that All Might passed to him, to that boy that was like, I want to be a hero, but my quirk is weak. You can be a hero. You can make a difference. You are going to make a difference. And he passes that knowledge. And then he does, even though he appreciates and likes seeing all of his friends from class like do well in heroing, he still misses it as well. He tries to like, nah, I don't really care. It's all good, but he does miss it. And then All Might is like, listen, here's a device that has literally all your fucking quirks that you know and you remember, and you can join them again. And the tears in his eyes, he gets to go be with the homies. They get to all go on a mission to end the series. I think it's very, very fitting, and a great capstone where everything came full circle. And I think that's what you want in a finale of any show. You want everything to be all loose ends tied. You want like things to come full circle, and you want to see them like with like a nice, the yellow brick road, the green path, whatever you want to say, straight ahead. And My Hero does that. And yeah, I'm very curious now with My Hero over how they're gonna do Vigilantes, because we still have Vigilantes, and Vigilantes obviously takes place
For
what is it,
yeah,
20 years or some shit like 10, 20 years or
yeah,
something. And
not even that far. It's like it's like 5 years maybe. Like
yeah,
here's my issue. Here's my issue with the ending of My Hero Academia. Um, Deku saved the world. It wasn't Class 1A. Class 1A came in at the end to get a participation trophy. Deku put his life on the line. Shigaraki touched that
mhm,
man's arm. He lost an arm. If it
fuck both of
wasn't for Enri, he doesn't get his arm back. Deku was the number one hero. He took down the number one threat. How is Deku not rich? How is he not have his own statue? That man saved the world, not
them.
just Japan. He saved the world.
Mhm.
Deku ain't getting glazed enough. I felt like, bro, you can't
Deku's in
do
the,
that,
Deku's in the history books. The
bro.
story is how Deku became the world's greatest hero.
Bro, but I didn't feel it because when I seen the statue, it's the whole class. No,
Yes, sir.
nigga, make me bigger than everybody because I put in more work. I
But he's at the
fought this
front.
man.
He's at the
I
front.
gave up. No, Deku sacrificed everything. Like
Mhm.
his was a story of sacrifice. He wanted to save somebody and sacrifice, even if it meant up giving up everything to save someone. He's
Mhm.
the true definition of a hero. Nah, bro, that man needed a bigger statue. Nah, don't get me wrong. I don't know what Baku go get this money from. Someone all might come in and he's like, "Yeah, man, we got you this suit from my friends over in America. We developed it with all your classmates donated with a substantial donation by young Bakugo." And I'm like, "Bakugo, where you get this money from, bro?" Like, I could see if it was
The number,
Todoroki.
he's like the
I
number
could
like two hero, ain't
no,
he?
no, no. He ain't number two. He's like he's at the bottom of the list because he keep cussing out his fans. I can see if it was Todoroki who gave him the big bump of the money. But how's Deku just have a teacher salary? Bro, you saved the world. You should be rich. You should be rolling in the dough. You should be like, bro, you ain't gotta pay for nothing. Cause I promise you, if I own anything and I see Deku, hey bro, it's free. It's on me. It's
Yeah.
on me, bro.
Only
Cause
me
for one,
live
you
now.
so I don't know. That I just felt like his ending was way too humble. It was way too humble of an ending. And I get it, cause that's just in
It's
I
the
get
show
in
though.
essence,
It's
that's
out
who
of it.
he is.
No, it's just
That's
the
who
show.
he is. That's who he is in essence. I felt like, yeah, at the least they could give him the Iron Man suit. You know what I'm saying? Get your Iron Man, Batman on, bro. Money and technology is what's gonna make you a hero now. Like Batman and Iron Man can do it, bro. That's the thing that always kind of got me. It was just like, bro, you don't need superpowers to be a hero, bro. Iron Man and Batman got technology. Batman got an insane work ethic, and Tony Stark got insane technology, bro. And they're like the greatest heroes of their universes. and I'm looking at Deku like, yeah, bro, it makes sense that we can make you a suit. So low key, let me walk back one of my earlier takes. I do somewhat look forward to seeing what they're gonna do with his suit, but it's I was not satisfied with the finale, bro. Like the way you feel about Sanders' finale is how I feel about My Hero's finale. But at least we got closure. At
Yeah,
least we got closure.
that's all I could ever want in an anime. It's closure. I got it. We got it, and it was good closure to me, at least. It was good closure. But with that said, we are done.
Whoa!
We are done with fall. Do you want to keep up the tradition that we normally do, since we're not going to do it for during winter, I imagine, and that is go over our next season's list, sir? Have
Oh,
you even
what
looked
what
into that at all,
I
sir?
mean, bro, like, all right, I tell you what, it's like going on 1:30, so I will shotgun. I will shotgun these. All right, so um seasonal anime. I'm on MAL right now. All right, I plan to watch Freerin season 2, but only dubbed. I plan to watch Hell's Paradise. I plan to watch Jujutsu Kaisen, the Culling Game Part 1. Saw it in the movies. It was dope as fuck. Um, I'm definitely only watching that dub. I can't believe Crunchyroll stole Oshinoko from High Dive was about to die. But I'm definitely watching Anthread and Oshinoko. I'm definitely going to finish Fire Force. The most anticipated anime of the whole winter season for me is Fate Strange Fake. Fate Strange Fake. I love the Fate series. That is the most anticipated anime for me, Ethan. The most anticipated for me is not Oshi. It's not anything I just named. It's Fate Strange Fake. I'm at like 6 anime I'm watching. Let me see. I am interested in Sentence to be a Hero, so I might pick that up.
I was
That's gonna be my
literally
number.
I
That's
was
gonna be my 7.
just reading.
Vigilantes is I love Vigilantes. I gotta thread it, so I gotta watch it. So that's my 8. I will be skipping Trigun. You can have that shit.
Okay.
The final chapter of Golden Camel is gonna be my 8. Uh, let me see. You and I are polar opposites is gonna be my 9. And my number 10 is I haven't decided. I haven't decided what my 10 is. It might be Journal with the Witch. It might be Jack of all trades. Um, it may be the villainess is adored by the prince of the neighboring kingdom.
You got a
Yeah.
lot. You got a lot more than I thought you would have.
No. I know what my 10 is. From yeah. Kaya Chan isn't scary. That's my 10. So yeah, I got me a 10. I think for the winter season, I'm actually gonna pick up at least 13 shows. I think this is a strong season. And depending on how it goes, man, if we get a release date and we get maybe I'll watch Samurai Troopers. Since it is a sequel. I may check that out. Oh yeah, and we get Beastars, but that's not until March. So that's not like no time soon. We don't
Yeah,
get to March.
JoJo too. JoJo's not coming till later.
Yeah, Netflix got some shit coming out that I can't remember what it is, but I know Netflix got it.
Days for JoJo.
But I think that's a Chinese anime that Netflix is getting. I don't think it's you know, like Japanese anime. I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, bro, that's what I got.
Okay. I gotta go through this list. I haven't compiled my full list yet. I'll probably do it when we get off here now. But Juju, Freein, Paradise, Oshi, Fire, JoJo when it does air eventually. Slime. I just picked. I'm gonna watch Sentence to be Hero. I just read that and I'm like, all right.
I didn't know Slime was coming.
Yeah, Slime. And it's they mentioned it. It's a five core finale because they're gonna incorporate they're finish it off. It's a 5 core show with back-to-back cores in winter and spring. So that'll be interesting. We won't be able to count it until spring, but still. What's it called? What else? Trigun, obviously, Vigilantes, obviously, Chain Soldier, looking forward to. It's gonna be my etchy of the season, easily. Chain Soldier season 2. In the Clear Moonlight Dusk, and Blue Mabiro, which already came out, which was interesting. Blue Mabiro season 2 comes is already out, so that on there. Anyway, I'm falling in love with you, season 2 as well. So that'll be interesting. So what is that now? One, I think I probably it's like close to 13. One, two, where we at? 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 Oh, there's no freaking way I'll be your lover. The little OVAs, but I won't count that really for shows. Moonlit 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13 on the dot, and I'll pick up more. You know me, my magic number is 20. I like to be able to see all my shows on Analyst, which is what I primarily use. So my magic number is 20. After 20, you can no longer like see the shows, and like it cuts them off. And it just pops up basically when they air. So 20 is my number. I've got 7 to
You're
go.
not watching Medalist season 2?
I haven't seen Medalist season 1. I'm gonna try my hardest because
that was Matt show. Gotcha.
Before what's it called? Before I go back to work on the 5th, because I've been on vacation, but I haven't been watching much anime clearly. I want to binge Medalist. That is one I want to binge. And there was like another one I wanted to binge besides Gachi, obviously. But there was one other one, I think. But Medalist is going to be the show that I binge, so I can put it on my top 30, because I think it probably will make, the way Matt describes it, it probably will make my top 30. Do that, and then I can put what's it called, Medalist season 2 on the.
Yeah, bro. I do not see Slime listed as as an anime occurring in the winter slate. I do not see it. Maybe it's gonna be in spring, but I don't see it on the winter slate.
It's 58 days from now, which is interesting because they have it as winter. So,
well, I will say, yeah, man, I got my list. I got everything that I'm probably gonna watch. Any advice I can give you, bro, since you be so far behind, bro, I would say start with 10 and work your way up instead of 20 and working your way down. Like, but I can't tell you how to watch, man. Enjoy it.
I live my life, bro. Like, I go out on the weekends. Like,
you got to live your life. But my question is, like, with podding and stuff now, coming on to like pod and stuff, like, bro, you got to be ready to pod when it's time to pod.
I've been fucking slacking, dog. I've been slacking.
Man, we'll pick it up. We got a whole season to do it. We can reset it. I'm looking forward to these annuals. I really want to hear what I can't wait to get everybody together and hear the whole gang's like list of everything. So I'm looking forward to that.
I'm not gonna be able to fucking what's it called? I won't be able to be on. And by the way, for just as we close out the day, folks, basically our annuals are scheduled for January 6th, January 7th. January 6th, you'll be joined by Matt, Chris, and Sean. I am going to meet Mick Foley, so I will not be on until much later if you guys are still recording. January 7th, I will be on. And so January 6th will be the annual awards. And then January 7th will be the annual top 30 with the 4 of us. I will be on that show, no doubt. I have compiled at this current stage my 30, and I have got all my awards 1 through 4. I don't do 5, I do 4, and it's all based, as you know, off of who won what pieces in the during the season. I've got the categories all filled out for right now, except for movie and studio. That's the last bit. I've got my statistics. I love compiling the statistics, dude. Like, I did my statistics while I was drinking last night. I would love to preview the statistics, but it's fine. I won't right now. But I got a good balance. I'll give you one preview of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My top 30 have 9 different genres encapsulating the 30. So, and I have percentages on what each of them have. I'll go over all the statistics as we go through the 30th on the 7th. But in any case, anything further to add before we drop?
Nah, bro, that's it.
All right, guys. I'm not gonna do the whole spiel Matt normally does. Just thank you to our sponsors, Sean, W2M Network, Dirt Sheet Radio. Much appreciated. Go give us a like and follow wherever you listen to your podcast, Spotify, Apple Music, iHeart. Give us a 5-star rating. Much appreciated. Sean, it was a pleasure as always to be with you and do this with you tonight. and hopefully I see you tomorrow. If not, I'm sure I'll see you down the road. And thank you, by the way, for your gift. Thank you for your gift, your Christmas gift. I owe you a return gift because
Man, I look, man. I saw the gifts. You and Matt's gift was in a set. Matt's gifts was in a set, and it was really a coin flip on who got what. I had one specific for you and one specific for Matt, but I'm glad y'all like y'all gifts. And y'all like the art, man.
You sent Chris something?
No, but I have some left though. I have additional gifts that I can.
Wait, what did you send? What did you send? What did you send the boys? You sent everybody in the group one, right?
Yeah. We could talk about this off live.
Okay. Well, as you guys can hear, Sean is a very benevolent human being. He got us in the group gifts. If you want something, be benevolent to Sean. He'll be benevolent back.
Peace,
but
y'all.
On that note, guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for tuning in. Can't wait to see you guys in the new year. We already wished you Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays last time when I was on with Matt, but I will wish you Happy New Year's this year, as this is the absolute final record. Actually, no, tomorrow's going to be the absolute final recording, but at least the final 2025 recording for Sean and me. Guys, may your new year be prosperous and full of good health, good vibes, and good successes throughout. And until tomorrow, where you'll be joined by Chris and Sean, oyasumi, sayonara, good motherfucking night.
When the sun goes to sleep, I find myself in a heap because it hurts so much to be away from you. It makes my day when I get a text from you, but still I say goodbye again. Let's hope this isn't the last time that I see your face, but hey, it's fine. I know everybody needs a little space. There's no one to blame. Goodbye again. Let's hope this isn't the last time that I hear your voice, but it's your choice.